Yo, what's up, everyone? Thanks for listening in again on The Shetler Show. This week we sat down with my good friend and newly professional skateboarder, REY TAPLEY. We discussed going pro for Weirdwood skateboards, skatercross, his favorite pros, Alter Street Bull, going to UMass Amherst, Rob Stock, teaching skate lessons, his opinion on cats, answered some questions from Instagram, and much more. I thought this episode was hilarious, so you guys are going to like it a lot. It was definitely a fun one to record. In the description, I also threw in a link to where you can get REY's Pro board and another link to just random stuff we discussed over the course of this. Before we get into the episode, just be sure to check out our social media at Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at All I Need Skate. The best way to support The Shetler Show is to subscribe, comment, and rate us on iTunes. And for shops who want to carry and support All I Need, our products can be found through Eastern Skate Supply. Also, be sure to check out allineedskate.com, and if you use the promo code The Shetler Show, no spaces and all capitals, you'll get free shipping if you purchase at least 2 items. And finally, the promo for our newest full-length Good Eyes now up. You can check it out at the link in the description. That will be coming out sometime soon, so keep your eyes open. All right, guys, enjoy the episode.
Prosper. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I gotta get on it.
I just love the skating and the scene.
Rain, go away. All I need is a skateboard today.
This is The Shetler Show featuring professional skateboarder, podcaster, and All I Need Skate founder, Anthony Shetler.
So it was hot. Everyone was doing it.
Yeah, they're looking for their dad's fucking metal skateboards in the garage.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Get on this thing.
Each episode brings you amazing discussions with interesting people from all walks of life.
Kind of when skateboarding clicked for me and you learn some tricks or whatever and you get that appreciation from your peers, you know, the other skaters are like, holy shit, like, yeah, dude, that's rad.
Admiration.
Yeah, the admiration or the affirmation.
Real, recognized real.
If I didn't experience those crazy moments in my life, then these great moments would never be as great as they have been.
Honestly, like, for me, I just loved it. Like, I saw those dudes, I saw those videos, and I was like, holy fuck, this is sick.
Yeah.
This is what I want to do.
Let's get this thing a rolling, Kevin, and let's spark that. Break down what that is that you got there.
It's just a joint rolled with a Juicy J watermelon paper.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Where'd we get those again?
Daily High Club.
Shout out Daily High Club for sending these watermelon. It tastes like watermelon, right?
Yeah.
You been there before,
Well,
right?
the other night I gave everybody a paper to just eat.
Really?
And they all ate it.
You can just eat them?
Yeah, eat one.
Excuse me.
Not gonna eat one.
Just like
Just eat it.
it dissolves.
It's
right
like
in your-
paper candy.
Oh, it's stuck in like the gap in my tooth.
Oh, that's rough.
Ray, first, let me say thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
First time on, right?
Yeah, I've never been down in this area before.
You ever been on a podcast before?
Nah, I've never done that.
We're breaking his podcast, Cherry.
Oh god.
Podcast virginity.
I'm scared.
And also, while we're starting it, congrats on the new board, man. We got it right here.
Hyped on it.
Yeah, I'm super stoked to see this, man. We were kind of touching on that right now. I'm just psyched that, like, Weirdwood and those guys, like, decided to take it into their power to turn someone pro. Like, that's epic. There needs to be more people doing that on the East Coast. More brands that, like, see talented-ass dudes that dedicated their lives to skating and pushed it and are trying to do it and, like, support them.
Yeah, it's really cool skating for Rob and stuff, but like I'm by no means the only one with a board and the only one that like gets help from Rob with everything and whatnot. Like there's a bunch of dudes who are killing it, like Legacy.
So good. Adam shreds. Does he have a board?
I think he did. I don't know if he has one right now because he changes it up on each run and stuff.
Nice.
But I'm pretty sure he had a board. He has a model somewhere.
Well, that's fucking awesome. That's what I'm saying. Like,
and then like Eric Santos.
yeah, Eric's fucking
and
destroys Nick and
The
Eric.
two of them. Yeah.
Motion in the building, right? That whole area.
I don't. No, wait. I did go to Motion. They're in Portland.
Yeah, you were
right?
there last jam we did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Old Orchard part.
Yeah, Old Orchard
yeah,
Beach. That's
no,
right.
but the shop itself. Have you ever been to it in Portland?
Yep.
It's
Oh no,
sick.
they just opened that one, right?
Yeah, they're on like the middle of this gnarly hill bomb, and it has this this brick like street gap right in front of the store.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, like how perfect it is to skate and how no one cares because you're in Portland. Like,
Yeah.
nobody's gonna stop you. Like,
That's sick. Yeah, we drove around Portland for a little bit, and it just reminded me of like a small Seattle, like rainy, like kind of weathered. Like that's what I thought. It was like had like that feel to it, you know. Yeah, it's our ashtray.
Yeah, I made it out of paper.
I like it.
It's gonna catch on fire one of these episodes.
Fuck it, bro.
It's a ticking time bomb, huh?
So how did the board come to be?
Basically, I was riding for someone else for a while. I liked it. I was having fun, but I was like weird about being there. Like, I wanted more other dudes on the team with me, and like I wanted to go on like trips and stuff. So I was kind of getting like a little bit like I kind of want to do something else. And then Rob asked me if I wanted to do like a guest model.
Sick.
So I was like thinking about it, but I knew the guy I was riding for like would not have been like hyped on that just because he wants me to like rip his boards if I'm ripping his boards kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
I was like, yeah, that'd be cool or whatever, but I just don't see it or whatever. And a couple months later, I finally decided to leave, and first person that hit me up was Rob, and he was like, hey, I got a spot for you. I'm still trying to do that board. And I was like, all right, like, let's do this. Like,
Fuck yeah.
I skate with you all the time. I'm always up at his house skating that DIY and stuff. And
Where's
then,
that? Whereabouts?
Berwick.
Where is it?
The Weirdwoods in Berwick.
Oh, Berwick. All right, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, have you oh, you guys didn't stop there on the way home.
I've seen it online, dude.
Dude, place is insane.
They have that big like ramp that's like an oververt.
big,
on both
like,
sides.
oververt
Oh
wave.
my god.
We skated that.
That's the most deadly thing I think I've ever seen in my life, and it's in the middle of a tetanus pile in a field.
Dude, I didn't get a tetanus shot one time when we were out skating, cutting on rusty
Yeah,
metal.
I remember that.
It's a
Fuck
good
that.
time.
Fuck that. But that place looks so fun to skate.
Oh,
They
dude.
look like they got like a really rad setup there.
Was it a
like,
bunch of
mini
ramps?
DIY like pools and shit.
He's got
Nice.
like 3 cement parks and like 3 wooden ramps
Full
That's
comp.
right.
scattered around his house. Like,
That's sick.
he's got like 26 acres or something like that.
In
where-
Maine, maybe? Yeah, Maine,
In
right?
Maine. So like, you just go up, you camp, chill out, skate all day. He fills his kidney up too.
Yeah.
Like, that kidney's a real swimmer in some respect. Like,
He
it
actually
doesn't have
swims in that
vert,
pool?
but like he fills it up. It's like 5 feet deep. His son goes in it. Like, it's really sick. Like,
That's right.
that's how he built it. He was like, I want to build a swimming pool for my kid, but I want it to be skatable for me. So he made it like 5 feet
Good
with
move.
like a 6.5 tranny
Yeah,
and
that's
lady
wild.
finger
idea.
coping. So it's like super tight and like you really feel each and every tile. And it's like, oh my God, that thing's so fun.
I skated the oververt thing at Sid. Sid had a festival in I want to say in Newport, Rhode Island, and they brought that thing out,
Not
dude.
levitate, right?
No. Newport, Rhode Island. Sid from Water Brothers. He had a thing called I think it was like the Water Brothers Festival, and he had
Yeah.
that. They brought the Weirdwood ramp, and they had another mini ramp too.
Yeah, that melon, the watermelon painted one.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
wild. Yeah.
That one looked fun. I wanted to go up to that so bad.
It was sick because it's in Newport, Rhode Island, which is like the ritzy, like you're on the ocean, like it's like Newport, Rhode Island, and then it's in this like old fort, and there's no like top, it's just like stone walls, and they just like put all these ramps and like people set up tables and shit. It was fucking sick, dude.
It's like, did you guys ever see the old Fall Brawl before the one at Edge at the Seaport?
Yeah,
World Trade Center?
skated those ones.
That thing was so fun every year.
Yeah,
Like-
some of those setups are hilarious. They just
Oh,
drag
the-
out whatever ramps.
yeah.
It's like on a roller skating course
Yo,
or something.
who's got a kicker? Who's got wheels? Let's move this flat bar out here. We'll drill it on the side.
Those are some of the funnest jams, though.
Ramps are falling apart mid-run, and everyone's just getting so excited. Like, Derek Taylor's out there doing like a hard flip indie over something.
Gnarly. Did you said you went snowboarding today?
Oh yeah, dude. Corinthia had like 1.5 foot of fresh powder. It was
What's Corinthia?
ridiculous.
The mountain?
The parks at Mount Snow.
Oh, okay.
Well, basically Mount Snow at 1.5 foot.
You
and it
just
was-
do the terrain park the whole time, or you whip the mountains too, or what?
Normally I just rip park like all day, but
What's
last
park?
year-
like the skate? They have like
yeah,
a skate
it's
park,
like,
like
yeah,
snowboard
like
park.
hovers and shit, and like
Really?
jumps. Yeah, it's
That's
shit
funny.
scary, dude. Last
Dude, they
time
got
I
a
snowboarded,
70-footer.
I fucked myself up on one of those things.
They got a fucking 70-footer. It's
What?
so big. The lip is like 18 feet tall.
So you just
like,
bomb
absurd.
down this icy
You're doing,
death
like,
trap, and then you
65
hit
into
the
it,
like
yeah.
18-foot tall lip,
Yeah,
and you go how far?
It's a quarter pipe, and it's a 70-footer, and it's like my friend showed me, because my friend did the park crew 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He sends me a picture of him standing on top of the groomer, and his head is level with the top of the kicker, and he's like 18 feet exactly.
Gnarly.
I measured it.
Yeah,
It's
that's-
at like 2 in the morning when they're shaping everything the night before it opened, and I was like, I'm not hitting that. Fucking
Did you
way.
end up hitting it?
No.
Oh.
I've hit
Seems
one
reckless.
70-footer,
I don't know
not
how to
nearly
snowboard
that
that well.
sketchy of one.
Can you do some tricks on a snowboard? What do you got?
I
I can't. I've snowboarded once in my life, right?
I got last year I was hyped. I learned method backflips.
Wow,
Those
really?
are fun because it's like I can't backflip right. I have to like tuck in a ball like. an
There's a
idiot.
right way to backflip. Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense,
you
right?
look over your head, and I'd never.
Kevin's
did
done a
that.
backflip. Yeah, that's fucked
You know
up.
how to backflip?
He
You
did
look
one on a
over your head.
skateboard one time. You ever done one on a skateboard?
I used to be able to like cork 3-1, you know, and like it's like not
we
a
got the
backflip,
Resi
but
at
like
Edge.
I was like 50.
It's
Yo,
sketchy
come
stuff.
through.
Last time I went to Edge,
Fling
I
some
figured
flips.
out how to get the method backflip into the foam on a skateboard.
hell
and
yeah.
I really want to try.
They
it.
have a.
Get to
They
the
have the
Resi.
resi.
You
Yeah,
got
the
the
resi
padded
now.
fly
No, I
out.
got to do it off the little roll and into the foam first because I was
Yeah.
doing it off the big one, so I had way too much air time.
Yeah,
and
I
it was
hear
just
ya.
like easy.
Yep,
but
whipping.
I don't know, dude. Jeremy Green, that kid's got backflips, and I want them like that.
What does he do them on?
Have you seen that skater cross thing
No,
that Andy Mack did?
no.
It's
Pull it up right now on the TV.
Nice.
all right. Do it because
What do I gotta search?
skater cross or I'll look up Jeremy.
Oh my god,
Green.
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god, I know what you're talking
Is
about.
it good? What are we
Dude,
talking about?
It is crazy.
It's the best thing.
It's like a skateboarding dirt bike track, dude.
yeah, and this kid just backflips everything on it. Like
Wow.
he did a caveman backflip into it, and it doesn't make sense.
Caveman, nice. Did you see the pump track in up near Boston?
Alston?
Yeah, Alston,
Oh,
right?
I've been there a couple times. It's,
Yeah.
Dude, that place is so.
Disclaimer: don't go because it's not open. But I mean,
We went twice.
We
right?
went on
Two
Sundays.
times.
obsessed
Yeah.
every
On
Sunday.
Sundays.
Yeah.
Are they gonna? It's just gonna be tar like that, or are they gonna pave over that thing?
Oh, so you haven't been since they put the rest in?
I don't think so.
Park. No, we didn't get to
We went
see
early.
the park at all.
So it's
This
gonna
is-
be.
this
Oh, wait,
is
was
the
that the
fucking
caveman
skater cross.
backflip?
Yeah, that was just the caveman. This is like from an edit.
Wow,
Yeah,
that was
dude,
He's
steezy
got some
backflip.
beautiful
You're supposed to
backflips.
race through this, but like he doesn't care because he's doing foot plant varials and stuff.
Like,
What? That ramp looked perfect, right?
Yeah, dude. They
Yeah, this is all
basically set it
Encinitas
up.
skate park.
Let me see if there's-
Damn, he did a varial to backside disaster.
Dude,
That was
Who
sick.
used to? I think Danny Mayer used to do those in like the '90s.
Like a hand varial.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, Mike Fraser. Mike Fraser has a really good one.
How good is Mike Fraser, right? Dude, so
Scary.
good. So many good Mike Fraser parts too.
Like I constantly see new clips. Like not new clips, but like clips that I have not seen of him on Instagram, and they're always just like, "How did you do that?"
Yeah,
Like,
it's fucked up.
and he's so ahead of like, I don't know. Some of his flip tricks are ridiculous.
Do you have? Here's a weird question. Do you have a top 3 favorite skaters?
Ooh, that's tough.
At least get one. So let's scratch the surface, cause like one of my favorite
Oh.
skateboarders would be Brian Anderson.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I would say it's hard to decide a first, but like I would put like I mean Grant Taylor's a god on transition. Like
Hell yeah.
I don't even need to be around him to know that dude is ridiculous.
There was a video. Was it a video?
Yeah,
they just put out?
documentary just came out about it.
Yeah, that's
20
right.
years on.
It's like 25 minutes long and it's so
What is
worth
it?
He's
20,
like
20
little.
years on Vulcan. And
Yeah.
he's 29, I think. He's only
Yeah.
20, or he's 27.
How old was he in the beginning?
He was
though? I
on. He
wonder
got
when
on
started.
Vulcan when he was like 7.
Yeah, he was a child.
It's gnarly.
He's like talking about the van trips and stuff, and they're just going absolutely nuts all the time. It's like
That's sick. Why do you like him? For obvious reasons.
because he flies through the air at
Yeah.
like full speed. Like I don't know. I like seeing people go really fast and just absolutely carry their speed through something. And
Yeah,
that dude gets it. Like
definitely.
he knows how. He'll just like you don't really see him do a lot of like cookie cutter tranny tricks too. Like he's not out there popping fives and like kickflip indies.
Dude, he's
like,
skating like he's riding a dirt bike.
Yeah, he's just tweaking.
I never
over
thought of
all
that
the
before.
He's going like
He's just not
30
even trying. Dude. He's just fucking ripping.
blocks every time.
Nice. All right, we need another one now though, so we can have some contrast because we know you like that.
Vachinsky's in there.
Oh,
Ooh.
sick! There you go.
Dude, the first time I ever saw Vachinsky skating the mini ramp at Boardwalk,
Oh,
I
sick.
did not know who he was. I'm like learning how to do front disasters. Like I'm a child, and this dude's doing like front side flip nose blunt, like all these ridiculous things. So I walk out and I'm like,
he's
yo.
fucked up with the tranny tricks for sure, deep in there.
Well, I talked to the homie at the shop. I was like, who is this guy? You don't know? So we go down a YouTube wormhole, and at the end he shows me the kickflip down El Toro.
Oh shit, I forgot he did that.
And I'm just like, yo, wait. He did that on a 7.5 or like a 7.7.
I know,
he
right?
skates a twig.
I remember I saw that before. I
It
knew he was
looks-
from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
So when I like saw that and then like learned more about who he was, I was like, what?
Oh,
That guy's
because
from
he did a
fucking
trick in
Massachusetts.
California down a 20
Yeah,
stair.
yeah, it was just such a
I
weird
like 20
concept.
stairs in Massachusetts.
Yeah,
12.
Yeah.
People take big steps out here, apparently.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dude, nah, I think my theory is the snow. We need more surface area to shovel that shit off and melt it down. They don't have to deal with snow, so they can make these careful little steps because no one's going to fucking slip on them unless they're drunk or something.
And our landscape
Or it's,
changes.
like, soaked outside.
Yeah.
Our landscape changes every year, Race, because winter comes,
Exactly.
plows hit shit, like
right,
it gets
shit
in cracks,
it
pops,
fucking
like
moves around.
it's constantly shifting.
This is the line I thought of when I said the dirt bike thing.
Oh, where he's just, he's flying.
That looks really fun.
Grant Taylor, just so effortless.
Good frontside ollies, right? I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
didn't even really need to say that.
It was weird. I started like really
They had a contest
messing
for
with
his frontside
those.
ollies.
Yeah.
Yeah, right before
I went to that spot.
contest, I was
That
like
was in
messing
China.
with it randomly, trying
Yeah.
to get them,
Yeah.
and like got kind of happy. Like,
Oh
learned
wait,
how to
you submitted one, right? Yeah, that
Yeah.
shit was sick.
Well, I was literally because I learned how to shifty ollie like a week before, and then I was at Lynch and I had all of those clips.
Nice.
And then I'm going through Insta. I never dropped any of them. They were just gonna go to the waist spin, and then like I saw that, I was like, yo, I'll throw that up there real quick.
That's sick.
And it actually ends up the dude who won. I know him from the Scardy in New Jersey. He's a homie. Like, he's
Oh,
such
yeah?
a nice dude.
The dude who
Jeff
won it?
Ross.
Damn,
Yeah.
sick. Hell yeah.
I
Congrats.
think he did
Choo.
barefoot
Choo.
frontside ollie at FDR.
What the fuck?
Like a beautiful one.
Good for you, sir.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Yeah, let's do shreds.
Yeah.
And they have the shop Stratosphere.
So we got Dave and we got GT, who's number 3.
Oh,
And these can change, Ray. It's like
it's a tie.
people can
between
fall
Ben
from top
Hatchell
3.
and
Oh.
Noel Monroe.
And who?
And Noel Monroe.
Oh,
Nolan's
Nolan's
the
so
man.
Noel's the
gnarly.
first person I saw do a backside air and a McTwist, and I saw them the same day, and it blew my mind open.
Yeah,
I
that dude
skated street back then. It was like, not anymore.
doesn't even seem possible.
Yeah, I remember Nolan coming to New England Am, and that was the
Destroying it.
person that like everyone made a point to be like, okay, I'm gonna watch this guy's fucking run.
Yeah, it was like exciting.
Yeah, airing like 10 feet out of the 8-footers to fakie.
The Snowman Bowl
No grab.
jam.
Yeah,
was
no grab.
insane. Yeah, the Snowman Bowl jam, the kickflip out grab. Like, that was
Dude,
insane.
yeah, like
Didn't
he just
back
does
up
shit that no
Siegel's
one has
backtail
done.
shove, too?
Yeah.
Wasn't it
Dude,
back to
that's
back?
a gnarly one. Backtail shove
Yeah,
in that
but
thing.
like he was working on that for a while. Like no disrespect to Siegel, he kills it.
Fuck you,
But, like,
Siegel.
he was
Fuck
going
you.
for it for a while, and then Nolan's just like, "All right, I'm gonna clean this up real quick."
Nice. Siegel came on the podcast, right?
Really?
Yeah, he's been on.
Yeah, he's got an episode.
We'll have
He
to have
came
him
up
back
north.
on.
Wow, I only see him going down to
Yeah,
New Jersey.
we got Siegel.
all the time.
Siegel comes through Edge a lot.
Dude, that front blunt he did at the New England Am.
That was
Across the channel there,
insane.
front blunt all in.
I
was
saw
fucked
that.
up.
That was sick. He's been getting real good at those.
With Conrad playing "We Are the Champions"
Yeah.
over the loudspeaker. That was such a beautiful moment.
Conrad, DJ Conrad crushed it.
Is he all good from his staples and stuff he got?
Yeah, Conrad's
Yeah.
good.
No.
Oh, Siegel. Yeah. When was that?
Oh, the
Silver
FDR
versus
stuff?
Wasted,
Yeah, no, he's all
yeah,
good
he-
now. He's
Yeah,
all
New
good
England
now.
Am was after
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He was shredding. I mean,
He was
Oh,
shredding
man.
the night after he got 5 staples in his head. All right.
yo, he's
Sounds like
gnarly.
Siegel.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
We showed up to Alter Street, and he's like, "Well, I can't not skate it. It's gonna get destroyed in a week."
I was actually just gonna say, didn't
Force
isn't
your
Alter
hand.
Street going down? What
Gone.
happened? What
It's
happened?
gone.
The warehouse gets sold or something?
I think they're moving. They have a new warehouse, but I
I
think it
could
had
have
something to do
skated
with
that
rent or
one
whatever.
time and I fucking didn't.
Dude,
I knew that was gonna
I
happen
bailed the
too.
first
What
time
is
I went
it?
to
What
Philly
is it?
too, and then
It's
I
that
was so
indoor
lucky.
pool in South Philly.
Wow.
You ever see those videos that's just like an indoor wooden bowl?
I think I have.
Yeah. A lot of
I'll
people
find
have
it.
ripped it. There's a video I shot skating it, I think actually. Hold up.
That's
But
right
dude,
though.
Fucking rest in peace. to that spot.
What happened there? Does anyone know? Just couldn't keep it alive.
I'm wondering.
Oh, look at the wall ride, right?
Yeah, to be honest,
That's a triple.
That's fucking
triple.
awesome.
they just kept it as something. Yeah, here's I shot at it.
Yeah, this thing is so fun. All of that tranny is way steeper than
It's
it
like if
looks.
you know someone who has a key, you can get in. You know, so
Yeah,
that's
like
probably
usually
why
people rent
they-
out the building,
yeah,
build the ramps, and then people got
exactly.
keys.
It's a key holder
You can
spot.
only
Yeah.
keep it around for so long.
Is
yeah,
that a
but
fact,
they're gonna open it as like an L bowl in the new place. So a lot of them like
Oh wait, they're moving to a new location.
yeah.
Oh,
But a lot of them are kind of
nice.
sad because it's not gonna be as
There
like
you go.
complex as the old one.
It's not the
apparently.
same.
Yeah, it's not gonna have like
It's not
two
Alder
defenses.
Street
Dang.
anymore. It's on Jackson Street now.
Richmond.
As long as it rips, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that place is gnarly. Like all
You need
those
shit like that in
short
the winter.
trannies are almost vert, and you
Yeah.
cannot tell. Like,
Yeah,
looking
this
at
is
videos.
what keeps
Yeah.
people that skate tranny in Philly through the winter.
Yeah. You need
Gets 'em
places
going
like this.
hard,
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah. Like I'm so grateful for the Edge because like all
Do they
winter
have an
without
indoor
a
park
skate
out there?
Yeah, I think they have one. Skate the cellar. Or something.
Oh, okay. I've never heard
Yeah.
of that.
Nice.
No shit.
I didn't go to it, but I see them on Instagram, so it looks pretty.
Damn,
fun.
the building's like fitted out with the
I know, it
ramps,
just
corner to
looks so
corner.
Philly.
Yeah,
This.
I just
there's-
mean like it's filled out. Like they hit every corner. They built it all. The whole ground is a ramp. You know,
Oh,
like
they
filled
use the
out the whole
walls
thing.
everywhere
Yeah.
The
too. 'cause they're,
Philadelphia
brick-
people make use of their space.
Yeah,
Look at
they're using-
FDR.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're going.
good job.
That's
And
it.
then they take more and more space until they're the biggest DIY in the world.
The whole city. The whole city.
That's how it
Ricky
works.
O would be so happy. He'd be the city again, pushing around
honestly,
traffic.
You guys would freak out over this one spot that we found in Philly too. It was like this fat flat bar.
Nice.
It was this big round rail,
Sounds good.
like 6 inches like diameter.
What color matters?
Green.
Nice. That's sick.
Um,
Even better.
and it's on the edge of a curb, so one side's higher than
Ah.
the other and stuff. You can mess with it. And
That's
it like
sick.
kind of goes out into traffic. It's kind of near Love and stuff.
Nice.
But like when we went to Philly, we made it a goal to find that because I went with my ex and like walking around, I walked past it and was like,
You
I
went-
gotta remember this.
Oh, you went with your ex, you
Well, she
said?
was my girlfriend at the time.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And,
Good
then-
riddance. Good riddance.
And then
He giggles.
yeah, that was best reaction I could have there.
The snakes. Fucking
So
snakes.
I was like, oh,
Ray.
shit, I gotta remember.
Nice, but that's
Oh, it's you that doesn't like snakes, right?
Oh, I fucking hate them. That's funny you remembered that.
really.
Yeah. I think it was at Framingham where I was pretty suspect of it because we went and smoked a joint by the lake the day we had that jam.
Gotta watch out for
And
snakes.
dude.
bro.
I was like,
For
oh
real.
man, this
Yo,
is
are there
snake
any snakes
territory.
here?
I used to own snakes.
Oh,
I
I
had
do
it.
not fuck with snakes, and it's funny because when I was like a kid, I loved them.
Yeah.
I had one in like first grade.
And then you just bailed, dude.
It got loose actually and got into my sister's room.
Nice. They'll go into the
Savage.
toilet and come out like while you're shitting and stuff and fucking get your ball sack. Snake comes out and just bites you right in the sack, dude. You're like, oh.
I really hope that never happens.
Don't sit down when you gotta sit down now. The older you get, the more likely it happens because your balls get lower to the water. You know,
It's
it's
an
easier
easier
target. These are facts, bro.
Everybody knows this.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. What is this? Snakeology? Snake 101? I used to love skating Philly. I haven't skated in a while. Just pushing around, dude. So good. I love cities in general. New York's one. You just get lost or you get in the flow of everything. You just end up random spots and shit. Boston, too.
Walk by feedback.
Yeah, that was sick.
I don't think
Chicago's a
Boston's
sick
really
ass
that-
city.
That crazy to skate through.
I love Boston. I skating through all that stuff. A lot of it's been shredded and just like pushing through it, you know?
They do a lot of skate stopping there, though. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of shit that's like, this would be such a good spot,
Yeah.
but they went OP. Oh,
Even just lurking around. Yeah, what were you watching right
Yeah,
there?
what?
That was the scene. I forgot though.
The fuck
I
are you
thought it
watching?
was- I
Kevin?
thought it was literally what we just described, but I just remembered it's actually a human in the porta potty.
Oh, where he gets bit in the ball sack. Like, oh.
The human bites? Oh my god.
I heard about
Hills
it.
Have
Dude,
Eyes 2. Bad movie.
Why was he in the porta potty?
He's a soldier.
I seen
He's
a.
in the John.
I heard recently that there was a dude. They found a dude that was hiding in porta potties, like a pervert. That was like hiding down in it, and girls were going, and they finally caught him. I heard that. Like, there's a dude hiding in the shitter to get looks
That
at.
is the most
I know.
disgusting.
I
Just
know.
fucked up on Jankum.
Oh yeah, exactly, exactly. Huffing his own
He
shit. bro.
prefers ones that are sitting out in the sun.
That's brutal, bro. That's a rough time. I heard that somewhere.
Evil.
Don't quote me, bro, but I heard that somewhere. Hey, we should take a break and go to the list.
All right, let me scroll the list over to
I
the
will
TV.
say one city where you get to see a lot of shit out in the sun is.
Do you have the paper
Just on the
list too?
sidewalk.
Oh yeah, we have this. Do you want to do
Do
Instagram questions first?
yeah, do a couple of those and then we'll call back.
Alright, yeah, let's do this first.
Ooh, we got Insta questions.
Yeah, we got some people from Instagram on.
Oh, I gotta shout out my filmer because
Nice.
he came snowboarding with
Oh,
me and he's a
give him a
nice
shout
person. Yo, what up, Luke?
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
ripping
yeah.
today.
What's Luke's last
Hell
name?
yeah, Luke.
Wyman.
Does he got an Instagram?
Yeah, I
What
think
is
he's what's his Insta right now? He's changed it a couple of times. It used to be Wyming and now I think it's just Luke Wyman. No, it's Cuffed Socks.
Nice.
Solid.
Solid. Good choice.
That's a good one.
I get it.
He rips the
Alright,
bike and he films.
Hell yeah.
Let's see.
You need a filmer always. They're epic.
Oh, here's a good question. This one comes from the real Rye guy, and he is just saying
Ryan.
craziest UMass story.
Oh,
Nice.
As a student at Amherst, what is some crazy shit you've seen?
Cool.
What'd you go to school for?
I went for psychology.
Nice.
But I
Really?
did developmental disabilities, so now I work with kids with autism. But,
Nice.
Whoa.
yeah, it's pretty fun. Like,
That's crazy.
That's
But-
awesome, man.
craziest. I guess. All right. So junior year, we had just moved off campus, and we were like, "Oh, let's test the waters and see what we could do for a party. Like, let's invite like 20 people each. You know, let's see where this goes or whatnot." One of my roommates is a male nursing major and knows like almost every single person in the 28,000 person school. It's
Damn, that's
absurd
heavy.
how many people this kid knows. And the other one's just a very personable, like 6 foot tall blonde kid from Lexington. So like he's got a lot of friends too, and like they both invited like a good amount of people.
One sec. Lexington, I think they have a sick hub at their Heritage Museum.
Really?
Yeah, it just popped into my head. I'm sorry to derail, but
No worries.
Go ahead.
I've never seen it, and I live right nearby.
yeah, but I think it's a bust.
But probably it's in Lexington. But so they invited a ton of people, and the people they invited were not very specific about not constantly inviting all their friends.
Oh, so that
So we
type
have
of
this
situation where
tiny
it's gonna
little,
build
like,
up.
We all have there's 4 like sections of this house. It's
Yeah.
a multi-family house, but like we're all college students in our own apartment in the house.
Yeah.
And so ours was just our apartment and like the pretty good sized backyard in the back, and we were doing like a Hawaiian like luau party and shit. Like
Nice.
fucking around. We're making jungle juice when my roommate's mom's comes. He's the youngest. He's like only 20 or like 19 or something.
Jungle juice is just a mix of it all.
And we're like mixing it up. His
Bad
mom
idea,
comes
right?
up and she goes, "Yo, can I try some of this juice you guys made?" And we just looked at each other and we're like, "You're not driving, right?" And then she kind of gave us a look. It was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Yeah, you want a cup?" She's like, "Yeah, okay."
There you go.
We went and set up a luau and stuff. Anyway, all those people that weren't very specific about not inviting friends hopped on like one of those like 3-door buses with like the hinge thing in the middle. Like, you know, the public buses that are huge. Yeah. They filled the bus up end to end,
Heavy.
packed in.
in.
All got off at my stop, and like 250 people come walking down the street towards my tiny ass little house, and we're standing there on the porch like, uh-oh.
Nice.
We're fucked.
Yeah, how you gonna do that one, right? What do you do there? You just fucking ride it out, hope for the best.
Well, I was in a weird spot too, because I was
Do
going
you have a
out with this
powwow and be
girl,
like,
and
"Look."
I ended up breaking up with her that night, like right at the beginning of the night. Like,
Peace.
Things weren't going well, so like I was already kind of in a weird mood, and then 250 people come down to my house from a bus, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. So
This is my night.
I'm kind of like a little bit drunk, but like not really, because I'm freaking out that, you know, cops are gonna get called on the amount of people we have.
Yeah.
But we're just kind of going through and everything. Everything's fine. All of my roommates are trashed.
Gnarly.
At one point, one of my friends comes over, and he's like, "Yo, I brought these other homies or whatever. They're looking for a room to go smoke in." I'm like, "All right, yeah, my roommate, like, he doesn't give a fuck. Like, come in here. You can open the door or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit." All right. They sit down and they start busting out like blow and shit. And I'm
Oh
like,
my God, sketchy
all right,
now.
like not trying to have this in my room. Can you guys not? And then right as that happens, someone comes running like, "Yo, the cops are coming up!" And I'm just like,
Yeah, you're in a situation.
everyone
You're like,
here needs to get the fuck up and leave. And everyone just kind of looked at me and kept doing their shit. But at this point, I knew the cops had pulled up, so I walked outside. One of my roommates is drunk,
fake it till you make
fighting
it.
with the cop.
Oh,
like,
yeah, no, fuck. Now you
in
got to
the
deal
front
with
yard,
that.
like,
Yeah.
bitching, moaning, you don't have a warrant, you don't have all this. I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up, Kenji. You're like 19. Like,
There's 200 people inside your house.
yeah, calm down. We broke a few laws. Like,
Oh, man.
and so I have to pull him out. My other roommate, the nursing manager one, comes stumbling over, slurring all his words. The cop just looks at me and goes, "Are they your roommates?" I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, at this point, I'm fear sober. Like, I've freaked out enough where I'm like not even drunk at all anymore. 'Cause
Yeah.
I really
You're
wasn't
You're like
that
100
drunk at
times
first.
more sober than
And I
your
was-
regular self.
I was like, oh,
Yeah.
okay. So,
You're like, this is reality.
So I was just
Sure,
like,
I'm
yeah,
fine.
I'm sorry. Like, we all kind of had like a rough couple of weeks. I just broke up with my girl, like talking with him about it.
You're explaining your baggage.
uh,
He's like, I don't want to hear your baggage, kid.
My other
Jesus
roommate's like
Christ.
still trying to like yell at
Now
the
I'm
cop.
sucked into
and
your
he's like-
relationship. I'm just trying to be a cop.
And he's like, yo, get that kid out of here. So I bring Kenji into his room. I come back out and he's talking to me. He goes, so you guys have 10 minutes to get
Nice.
everyone the fuck out of
He
here
negotiated with you.
and clean up all of this shit. And we're going to come back by. And if there's anyone on your porch that doesn't live here.
You're like,
or
dude, couple
anything
more
like
tries.
that,
I promise.
And
There's
I
just a
was-
few more tries.
I was like, yo, dog, I got you. I've been trying to clear them out. I'm going to go kick everyone out. Now that you're here, they're all going to want to leave.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
like, sounds like a plan. Hopped in his car and left so I
Nice.
could run in and like kick everyone out.
I
real
would have been
quick.
like, fuck you, can you do that? Like, why am
We're
I doing your
staying.
job?
We're staying.
My taxes are paying your check right now.
He didn't want to go into my house.
Nice.
That is dirty, by the way. A lot of backwoods in there.
Yeah, no worries.
All right.
Dude, that's awesome.
But yeah, it was a little bit of a hectic night.
That's good to have those nights, though, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
we learned not to invite that many people. We keep a list of who we invite now or who we did for the rest of the year. We were just like, no, we're not letting that happen again.
yeah, that got way heavy real quick. You're like, fuck.
And
This
we
is
weren't
what
like
we do.
dicks about it.
amazing.
Like if like a good homie like brought someone, we were like, all right, yeah, whatever. But we
Yeah.
weren't like letting someone roll up with like 12 people.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
that wasn't happening
That's just
anymore.
way too hectic. It's like,
Dude,
I
that's what
don't-
happens in a college town in the middle of
Yeah.
the woods. is
I'm
people
always
just
the gu-
mob around.
I'm always the guy who's just lurking on those dudes. Like,
Right.
I would have been in that party just like in the background. Like, I'm just
Dude.
adding to it.
Dude, my homie that was a senior and I was a freshman was telling me he does that. He was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I just like
You just crash it.
walk around and I just follow a group and it works like 90% of the time.
You
I'm
know
like,
it's going to be a
are
beautiful
you
mess.
kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
that's what you do. Like,
Right?
like we're in the middle of Amherst. Like, it's not hard to find a party. Like, you can get a party really easy out there.
How are they with skating on the campus? Do you skate the campus?
Dude,
I
I've
don't care
never
at
been kicked
all.
out ever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
sick.
I lived
I
there for
love
4
skating.
years. I never got kicked out.
Like skating all the time?
yeah, all the time. No, the worst case, you know that hubba?
Yeah.
That everyone in the front?
Yeah.
It's now a 4-stair, by the way.
I
It's-
know,
it's
we went
weird.
to it pretty recently, actually.
Yeah, it's
the
all
hub is way
redone and
nicer,
shit.
but it is kind
It's
of lame. They took
longer.
a stair out. Yeah.
But it's kind of like a kicker now. You can go
Yeah.
up it so
It's pretty
easy.
good,
we were
yeah.
saying that.
I-
Someone
yeah.
should go up
Cooper
it.
was. Cooper
Yeah.
was like front one of it and shit. Like
Young
he could
Coop?
probably do like a kickflip up it.
How do you know Cooper? Just from skating?
UMass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he
Sick.
was
He was
freshman
trying to
when I
get us
was
to
a
go there.
sophomore.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Yeah.
Are you
he,
graduated now?
Yeah, I graduated
Okay.
in the spring.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, he was trying to get us to go there. He was like, let's go for it.
Yeah. Cooper wanted to meet up.
We almost
Cooper's
made
the
it.
fucking man.
He's
Yeah.
got a page where he has all the spots and everything.
That's
so we
sick.
can all look
That's
at what we
funny.
want to skate that
Yeah,
day
he
and
sent me a
shit.
ton of
Skate
pictures. He
nerd.
like bondoed a bunch of shit there too.
Oh yeah, he went around bondoing every spot regardless of whether or not he wanted to hit it. He was just like, I want to see people come skate this shit.
Yeah.
And
That's
it's
sick.
all like, there's so many spots that you don't know about. That.
Right.
Like that's the thing is like everyone knows like the
Yo.
hubba, the Fine Arts Center.
How
with all
fucked
the
up is the
handrails.
Julian Lewis
Like
the
what?
Julian Lewis
Dude,
rail?
that rail's broken now.
Someone
No
else
one'll
did it too,
ever-
right? Did
No,
someone else
He
start
did
to
it.
do it?
Julian did it in the
Julian
snow,
Lewis,
right?
Julian Lewis did it in the
Can
fucking
you pull it
snow.
up?
Yeah,
I want
He
to see
back
it.
50 did like 4 years ago. in the
I've
snow.
had
Like, he
footage
did
at
that
Amherst.
forever ago.
I had tricks when I rode for Birdhouse at Amherst. I nollie crooked the round rail. The
black ones,
yeah,
they're like plastic.
yeah, they're plastic.
Dude, I hate those
Didn't sound
things.
as good as it like felt.
There's
like,
one metal rail in that entire complex.
Yeah.
And it's the 7-stair above the 10, and that one's steep as shit, so it's like weird.
oh, it's probably in a part, huh? Yeah.
Was it this one? I don't know. Whatever it was the most ridiculous back 50 I'd
But it
ever
was in
seen
the
him
snow,
film.
right? It had like they like
he
pushed
shoveled
snow
out
over.
like the run in and run out and like a
You
little bit
gnarly.
next to the rail.
Yeah, you gnarly, buddy.
No, the kid who tried it, that was Richie. Richie.
Oh my God.
Bradford.
Yeah, we know him.
He went to school at UMass too. He tried
He's
to
homies with
back
Ian
feebler.
Boothroyd.
Yeah,
Really?
Ian Red.
Without snow, like just tried to skate it.
Yeah, and what
Dude,
happened
Richie
was
has
he
done
got
some
into a
fucked up
feeble.
shit there. Richie's the
And
man.
he
Richie,
just
if you listen to
picked
this,
up
shout out to
so
you.
much speed that he couldn't land it. Like he'd land and just wobble out and like eat it
Sketchy.
off because there's a curb. Like,
Yeah,
you have
it's
to pop to the
ridiculous.
side off the end because there's a curb straight ahead that like comes out and turns away.
Have you seen that kickflip he did there? It was like from one wall to another wall, and it couldn't have been more
What, the
than
wall
like 2
rides?
boards wide.
What the wall
It
ride?
was it was a gap.
Sounds sketchy.
So picture this. It's like it's probably like an 8-foot tall wall dropping onto like a 4-foot tall wall. So he only's like dropping like 4 feet.
at a different spot.
Yeah. But it's at
Yeah.
Amherst. It's at Amherst.
Yup, that spot's gone. That's not it. That's so much bigger than that.
All right, hey Kevin, we should go back to another question so we can
Yeah.
get more of these in.
Fire more up.
Because we got
Yeah, that
That
spot
was an
like
amazing answer to that question.
that was a long one.
He's
That
just
was-
fun to talk to.
amazing one.
Kids fun.
Alright, here, let me put a slash
Luke told me I
first.
talk too much, so I gotta try
No,
less.
that's perfect for podcasts.
Chew.
Let me just see a good one. All right, this one's from Crispy Turdson.
Oh,
Nice.
Crispy, he's gonna bring.
Shout
it
out,
up.
He just
shout
wants
out,
to know how does it feel to
Shredder.
be pro.
I
Hell
don't
yeah,
know.
solid ass question.
I don't really know. I just.
You
I
gotta
have a
answer
board
the
and
man.
It has my name on it. It's not like I'm getting like royalties or anything. Like,
Yeah.
I'm getting help on like all the trips and shit.
What
but,
was your
like,
initial response to it though? Were you like, "Holy fucking shit"?
Dude, I didn't believe it was gonna happen the whole time. Like the whole time talking with Cook, cause like I came up with like the whole like I wanted a campfire concept for it.
Yeah.
And like he was like, come back to me with an animal, and I was like, I love raccoons. Let's throw
Hell
one of
yeah.
them in there. And you know, he sends a couple sketches from some artists, and I pick one and shit. But like, and he even shows me like the shipping order and stuff. And the whole time I'm just like, yeah, probably not. Like I could see something. And then like some stuff happened with the distributors, and like we ended up going to like 3 different people and finally settled on like Cat Palace. So it took a while. And then like I was like, yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. Like I'm not holding any grudges about that. It's fine.
Yeah.
And then one day he just texted me. He's like, yo, your boards are in. And it didn't really hit me till like a couple days later when I went to pick up one.
Yeah.
Or pick one up. And
See it in person.
dude, I held it and I was like,
It's a fucking sick graphic.
Yeah.
too.
shit.
Congrats.
like-
Congrats.
Yes.
I'm
Here.
hyped to have it.
Cheers to your Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's just like it's one sec. It's like one of those things that like
Just wait till your microphone. There we go.
we're going chocolate box, boys.
Chocolate bar.
No, but like the truth is, right? Like the hours and times you've spent on your boards, you know, like you're really good at skateboarding. I'll give you a little pound,
Thank you, bud.
but it's because you spent a lot of fucking time on your board, and really like pushing
a
yourself
lot
and
of time
doing
being
it.
that
and, like,
loser mini ramp kid. I loved it, dude. It was so fun.
good for you, bro.
Little 2-footer.
But you put in like it's sick. It's sick to have that, like to know that. I don't know. That's rad to me, man. That meant a lot, like for me when I got my board. You know, it's just like you put like all that hours in thinking
Yeah,
about
now
like
you like kind of like it's not that you have something to see for it because you already had like your skating and your fun to see for it.
yeah.
But like you have something kind of following you around.
yeah.
You know, like reminding you like, yeah, you work pretty hard. Like
yeah. It's cool. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's amazing to hit that point because there's definitely like a lot of people that fucking kill it on a skateboard, and you're like, that dude
Never-
should be pro, and it
Yeah.
doesn't happen. You know,
Dude,
you're like,
Jordan Beverly, that dude, I don't care who, what, someone needs to throw his name on a board right now.
hell yeah.
He did, you know, like double inverts, like hip hops, like you do an invert and you launch off your hand and then you grab it again.
I don't know how to do it.
But you ever,
I can imagine
you
it.
understand the concept.
I've seen something sort of to a lot like that. If you pulled it up right now, it'd probably be the first time I've ever seen it. But yeah, I know
look
what you
up
mean.
Confusion Mag
You do a hand
um,
plant and then you skip and do another one.
Bacon
Oh.
Scardy or something like that. Yeah. And so
Nice.
this ramp is 8-6 on one side and 9 with a channel in the middle.
Gnarly.
So J Bev went and he hand planted off the 8-6, launched up over the channel, up the extension, and a hand plant on the 9.
Wow, so he did like a hand plant push up?
Yeah,
like
a hand plant, slapped it, went
like
over the
superhero
channel,
shit.
grabs the next wall, pulls it in. The ramp's like 16 feet wide. Like traveling over the channel, you almost go off the side every time.
Yeah.
And he did it like the last trick of the party. Like Zach shut off the lights and we all just like freaked out on the ramp for like a half hour. It was such a fun night.
That's gnarly. Yeah. Dude, congrats. It's sick. I think it's fucking epic, man.
Thanks, man. I'm hyped.
It's not like you do it for that, but it's like if someone like recognizes that you're shredding and that you deserve one, that's like the honor in it, you know? Like that's pretty cool, you know? And when I saw you had a board, I was like, yeah, it makes sense. Like it makes sense to me. I don't know.
There's way more dudes that I think should have a board before though. Like,
well, fair enough.
There's so many dudes out there that just like.
There's so many dudes out there that aren't Ray Tapley.
That's true.
And they're so
Leave
good.
it off at that.
They're so good.
Skills not at all, dude. You gotta be a person that you can vibe with. You know what I mean?
Human
I don't
too.
know.
I'm
I
sure
wanna see a
Rob sees
Gavo
that
board
in
right
you,
now.
where you show up and just fucking kill it, and you're fucking hyped on everyone else there. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's a
that
good
shit shows.
opportunity. It's a good opportunity regardless. And it's like earned. I think it was well earned actually.
yeah, it's well deserved.
Yeah, congrats.
got
That's
lucky.
we get the last say, bro.
All right. It's your show. That's how it
Ray's
works.
pro, motherfuckers.
You want to do another?
Yeah, please.
All right.
Oh,
I don't know what you're
can
asking
we
me,
please get a
but-
gauge question in?
Yeah.
I don't know what he
This one
asked.
comes from
name.
at local church on fire.
Oh no.
Past guest Gage DeVellis. Check
Hell
out his
yeah.
episode too. He just said Bush Ice Tall Boys with a question mark.
Oh.
Sounds like that means
Bush
something to you.
Ice. Jesus.
That's a pick of poison. That's
Oh
your.
God. We'll get icy soon. Don't worry.
Why those? Just because they're what is it? Just
Yeah,
affordable?
what's the
Why ice?
We went on a trip. Me, him, and James Shaw up to.
Nice. Shout out
Gage
James
loves
Shaw.
Bush Ice, I know that.
Well,
Yeah.
so we were going up and we stopped at Brat so James could skate a bunch of his like hometowns
Nice.
spots. I don't know, like I didn't know he lived there, but whatever. And we stopped at a liquor store and some dude's like following us down the street while we're talking about it, and I'm like, probably get some Ronas, like probably I don't know, we'll see how it goes. And he just sneaks up behind me. He's like, "Get the Bush Ice."
Nice.
Like, okay,
We're doing this.
Let's maybe, and like I'm like, fuck that
Maybe.
guy. I'm not gonna get Bush Ice. Like,
Yeah, who the fuck tells me what to get?
I'm gonna get whatever the fuck I want. So I'm in the liquor store looking through the coolers. I'm like looking for Corona, and the dude walks up to the cooler like 4 rows down, and he just whispers to me. He's like, "It's over here," and I'm like, and I looked at Gage, and Gage just looks back and be like, "Yo, all right." So we walk over, and I
Who
just
the
was
fuck
like,
is this creepy motherfucker?
we're grabbing Bush Ice. The rest of that trip, the 3 of us were so shitty at different points. Like whenever James like had to drive somewhere, he was the one sober one, and me and Gage were just shit faced in the back,
Riding it out.
ripping on him. And then like Gage was kind of sober at night, and the second the car is parked for the night, oh, James was ripping out the ices. It was so fun.
That's sick.
We filmed a video called Vermont Ice for that trip. And
Damn,
was,
that's a legit one
I
then.
think half that video is just cracking Bush Ices for the camera. It's the
Nice.
best part of it.
One for the resume.
Tried
I'm
to
so
shock
glad
him.
that had a deeper significance. I thought
Yeah.
he was just like calling out
Digging
your favorite
around.
beer or something. Yeah.
Nice.
I love that Gage had a real question. I thought it was gonna be, do you like lemons?
Yeah, what
Will
is
you
the
eat
lemon?
a lemon? Will
Still
you eat
don't
a
get
lemon
it.
and send it to me?
I back
Will you
it.
film yourself eating a
Yeah,
lemon?
I back it, but I don't understand.
Phelper's just like, no, shut up, kid.
Who's the legendary? He's got some
He's
people
got
to
Nick
do it.
Berlino to eat a lemon.
Oh,
He-
yeah,
he
that was a good
Venmoed him like $20 to do it. He says it in the video. He's like, "Yes, kids Venmo me $20 to eat a lemon."
Yeah, perfect.
All right, I think that's a fair.
Westgate, I'm pretty sure took a bite out of a lemon, right?
For sure.
You
for
took
sure.
a bite out of a
Backed
lemon.
it from the beginning. Didn't
I think-
understand it.
I
but
think that's it.
I don't understand it.
That's
It's still great.
I'm sure he's had more that I just can't think of.
Yeah, he's dedicated though.
He's
All of
like
his
full
homies.
Cowboy season.
They're down in lemons for him. Big
Yeah.
cowboy seasons in the
coming.
works.
Yeah, it's coming.
He's eating lemons at an all-time high.
Crushing him. That's his fuel. Cage is the man. Rob Stock 2 years in a row, right?
Oh man.
Yeah, he's been there.
Yeah.
He's definitely been
What's
there.
your
What's
What's your take on Rob Stock?
Oh my lord.
It's gonna lead us right.
We've gone so far into this.
Yeah, we're in committed. We're losing
Robstock
people.
is both like the best time ever, and like that ride home, you just feel so shitty.
Yeah.
Like, it's like 8.5 hours back to Boston.
Wait to like
you're just
lay down
like,
in the shower.
Like I need to be clean. I need to be like quiet for a little bit. Like I've just been partied out. Like because every time I go into that weekend, I'm like, oh yeah, it's just gonna be some skating, some beers, you know, some burning, like whatever. Like it's gonna be easy. Next thing you know,
easy. Gonna be easy.
you're like fucked up at 4 in the morning, and everyone's awake because Siegel's on acid doing front blunts on
Frontside nose blunt.
in the rain and
Yeah.
mud on someone else's cruiser board, and you're just like, how did I get here? What am I doing here?
Dude, at that point, Ray, I was throwing up the clams I ate. I was pacing around like too
yeah.
high.
Dude, I walked back over to the car and you were there pacing around. You're like, I feel like I'm
I
gonna
heard
throw
about
up.
you throwing up. I didn't find you because I was with James and we were just circling around in the rain. fucked up.
Eventually, we all met back up at the mini ramp, and that's
it was a
where
good
Siegel
time.
was going. He was still skating, even though the ramp was covered in like mud.
There's
all
a still
congregated.
shot.
Yeah, legit.
There's a still shot of Siegel because I had like a video frame of Siegel, and he was like shirts off, and it had slightly rained, and there was a mud, and he's laying on the bottom of the mini ramp from sliding. He looked like a bird.
Making a mud angel.
A seagull in shit. He looked like a bird in shit, dude, on the bottom of the ramp. I had the best frame. I was like, that kid is fully in Robstock. He's now He's
Yeah.
eating it because he's literally laying in it.
He has become the epitome of Robstock. Party so hard and land ridiculous tricks all weekend.
Dude, in the year before, too, he ollied at... Do you remember the park we went to? KK, where he ollied off the bump over the flat down like the 12-foot
That was
or
at
whatever.
Lewiston Park. He all
Yeah.
did to the deep end of that bowl.
The year
Out of
before.
the bump. Or meloned
I
into it.
saw
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
That park is deadly.
That
Yeah.
park's fucked.
Yeah.
The little kids around there
Oh,
throw
yeah.
rocks into the bowl. So
Well,
when
yeah.
you like skate the deep end, you have to go in there and like clean.
Yeah, it's
it
hectic.
out.
Make sure
Like,
That whole
Everyone's down
area
in
was
there.
packed when we went there. It was like
Yeah.
crazy. I was like, holy shit, this place is popping. Yeah, it
there's
was
never really that
crazy,
many
dude.
people. It's always like people watching.
I
you
thought we
skate,
were
not
gonna. I
actual
thought we were gonna
skaters.
be middle of nowhere, man. No, I don't mean the park. I mean the whole area
Oh,
around the
yeah,
park. I
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
oh my god, this place is crazy.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Don't-
I
It
have
was
to go
just
back and watch
poppin',
it. I remember
dude,
the
yeah.
skating on the ramp. Wasn't there that like, banked a wall thing?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was insane seeing that stuff.
yeah. I ate shit on that thing.
Yeah, that thing. Will
Trucks went right over the top, like on the bump to wall thing, dude. It just fell right on my back after Robstock. I like hung over. It felt like I just like dislocated my entire body.
Yeah, you're just like
Oh.
surviving at that
Yeah.
point.
I remember at Robstock, you came down to eat some lobster or something next to me.
Crushed the
And
lobster was
We're
delicious.
just sitting next to the side of the ramp, chilling, doing our business. And next thing you know, there's a fireworks war going off.
Oh,
and
yeah.
There's like fireworks
Oh,
shooting
man.
at us.
Dude, I ate shit in the half pipe because someone shot a Roman candle into it while I was skating. I was
Yeah.
so fucking mad about it. I
I
like
just-
looked right. I was like, "Fucking really, dude!" Like, oh man, I was so mad.
Dude,
Looking
Shetler
back,
just
it's
gets up
hilarious,
pissed. He's like, I'm
but-
trying to eat my lobster.
Yeah. You're just innocently eating food while people are fucking shooting Roman candles at each other.
See who got hit in the face?
Yeah,
Oh.
shit was
If
reckless.
I got
out
hit in
there.
the face with the Roman candle, I would
I'd
have
be
fucking
pissed,
flipped
yeah.
out.
Shit gets reckless out there. It's like a
It does,
war.
But at the
You-
same
yeah,
time,
it
you
is
have
a
to
war out
accept.
there.
You have to
Yeah.
accept that before going into a place like that.
Well,
Like,
before
okay,
before you get to that, you
someone
walk.
might throw a bottle at my head while I'm skating this ramp.
Well, like before you
And
get
you gotta take that. You gotta keep skating. Like,
before you get to that, you have to like drive 8 hours into Maine and get to the property, and the house is
Yeah.
sinking into the earth, and they have ramps built up to the side of it.
There's people sleeping in the abandoned house there.
There's tents everywhere, and one said "Pussy Palace," and like when you roll up, there's a sign that's like "Do not
Whose
enter,
was that?
locals only."
Invite only.
Yeah, invite only.
Keep the townies out.
We're under the impression that we're gonna like camp on the side of the road at this point,
Oh man.
and then you enter Robstock.
you guys did camp on the side of the road the first year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we tried to the second year, but he saw us set up our tents and asked us to move into Tent City. So I literally just picked it up and skated down the road with the tent.
I thought the tent got stolen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that leads us to our friend who we lost now.
I know.
Our friend that we just met, one-time acquaintance.
Did you meet him, Brandon Clues or
Memo?
Cluz? Yeah, Memo.
Memo.
Yeah, I met him
yeah.
a couple of times randomly around,
Yeah.
but never like super close with him and shit. But Yeah, we were talking a little bit at the Red Alert Jam, like the weekend before all that.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I saw you skating there.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up.
Well, our
man.
encounter with him was at Robstock.
Yeah.
And he was reckless at Robstock.
He was reckless.
He
at
had like
Robstock.
John Rambo stitches in his arm, and he was swimming with beer in his hand. And his
Yeah,
friend
dude.
he was with was
He was
reckless.
fucking living.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
it
having
was
a good
intense.
time.
It was intense. Yeah. I was like kind of freaked out by it because I was kind of like, this is like, I can't tell if they were making fun of us or not. Like, it was pretty crazy. I was
Yeah.
like, we just drove 8 hours into Maine and we pulled up to the watering hole, and it was like, his friend came out first. I've told this story on the podcast before,
Yeah,
and his
yeah.
friend was like freaking out and speaking in some sort of like language we didn't
Yeah.
understand, which they described as New Hampshire, right?
Yeah, yeah. No one.
I'm
dude,
like, I used to live in New
looking
Hampshire.
through
I
it
know
all,
there's an
no one will
accent.
ever forget the how we doing.
How we do?
No one will forget
Yeah.
that, man.
But like, dude, gnarly. He got like murdered, right?
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Fucking insane. I
I
don't
don't
know
know
the
much of the
story,
details
or we
on
did
it.
look it up, right?
Yeah, yeah. There's like 100 articles on
Pull
it.
one up,
Yeah.
KK. Put it up on the TV though, cause like it's fucked up. It's like Jesus Christ. I went back and watched the video when like I filmed the video of him with his arm, cause
Yeah.
like he was like talking to me and shit, but he was definitely on edge, dude. I was like talking about his arm and shit. It's like I just met him in 2 seconds. It was like insane.
It looks like, too, like from reading comments and stuff, man, a lot of people just had that one-time interaction, and he just made like such an impression on them.
Yeah,
you know?
crazy. I don't know, but I will take you at your word, man. The man murdered at an Amherst home on Thanksgiving Thursday was shot during a party. Okay, so now I already know more than I didn't know it was at a party.
I knew that.
According to homeowner, 27 was
Somebody-
charged in killing Brandon. The shooting happened Thursday at 11 a.m. at the residence at 19. Oh, I don't want to give it. New Hampshire. Gnarly, dude. Claus was shot in the chest under circumstance manifesting an extreme indifference to the value of human life. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't even know.
Jesus. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy because I
Yeah.
have told that story about going to Robstock
Yeah.
and running into him like a bunch, you know?
Yeah.
And then like we checked his Instagram after, and I was like, dude, I hope that dude like takes care of his arm. I think I say it in my little Instagram video. I was like, get that arm checked out. Like we
Yeah.
had a comments back and forth because like,
Yeah.
dude, he literally rolled up out of a lake swimming with a beer above his head.
Yeah,
Dude, he gets
man.
out and there's 5 different incisions with like 7 like stitches in it. Swimming, dude,
Yep.
in
Yeah.
this lake.
Picture of that on Insta.
I know, dude. I was like, holy shit. After 8-hour drive, it was very sobering. I was like, we just got into this. Like,
Yeah.
this is it.
Uh-oh.
Middle of Maine. We're in the middle of
Dude, he
Maine.
crammed some living into his life, man.
Yeah, for sure. I think he had a lot of arm injuries. That's what he told us, too. Like, he
Yeah.
kept breaking his arm. Like, he was like, yeah, it's just not. Because I talked to him about it, remember? I was like,
Mhm.
what about, like, a cast or, like, something like where you can, like,
Yeah.
not fucking destroy your arm every time you
Right.
fall. Like, I looked at his Instagram after, and it was, like, him still skating, though. It's, like, gnarly. My friend Mike, he reminds me a little bit of my friend Mike Franklin.
Really?
Yeah, you guys know Mike Franklin?
Yeah, I know.
He's gnarly. He came on the podcast actually, and he got into a gnarly motorcycle accident where he mangled his ankle like to the point where like you're not supposed to be able to skate. And he just fucking skates. He
He
skates.
sent it.
Yeah, he's a little reckless.
Yeah.
You know. I wonder how Frank is, man. I gotta call him up.
Right.
He's the man though. He's always like every time I talk to him, he's like a very honest, sincere person, you know, like but gnarly, just like injuries. Like another time I was on a trip with Mike Franklin, he fucking sacked a rail so bad he tore his he tore his urethra, and we calling him Urethra Franklin. Mike Franklin, that's his name.
That's so rough.
Yeah, he sacked this rail so bad he tore his dick.
That's the one thing I never want. I've never sacked a rail, and like, I don't ever want to.
You never sacked a rail?
No.
Lose my number. No, just kidding. Good for you.
I've gotten lucky. Like,
That's good. I've sacked a rail so bad. That's why I say that.
I've skated some like bigger rails. I always go fast enough where I gap off the end if I eat shit, so I'm
Yeah.
like kind of safe. Like,
That's good. That's good. You gotta pick your battles, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta know which ones you're ready for.
I've hit like tailbone, but I've never gotten like sacked. And it's
Tailbone
like,
sucks for sure.
I'd take that all day. Like,
Yeah. Have you sacked the rail?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, the first time, you remember Death Ledge at Middleborough Skate Park? The
Yeah.
Infamous?
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I ever tried that, sacked the shit out of it.
That thing's sketchy
Yeah.
to
Death Ledge, the
sack because it's a
Infamous, what is
square
that?
concrete hub with metal.
Basically, you know that thing at shit. What
Just
park?
imagine any shitty fucking prefab park
You know
anywhere in the
Bartlett,
world.
how it has that fucking
The
like
up, flat, down.
metal down ledge thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those.
It was like one of those fly boxes
Oh,
with
man.
like
I
a
know what you're
concrete
talking
hub.
about.
Yeah.
They're built by
With the
this-
2 copings on
Yep.
it. Yup.
Yep, with spacing. But this
Hate
one was
those
better.
things.
This one was better than that one because it actually had a concrete hubba with just a metal edge on top, right?
Yep.
So it was actually a good hubba, but it was the
Oh.
same prefab fly box thing, you know.
Okay.
But then they
Still kinda gnarly.
someone graffitied death on it, and that's why it's the death
Yeah.
ledge, right? Yeah. My friend Mike Hathaway shredded that thing, killing it.
OG spot.
What else do we got? We got more on that paper.
Yeah. Before
But anyways, wait, before we go forward, we should stop and just say, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Brandon, man.
Life is crazy, you know.
I only
Like,
met him once, but that was such like he's like stuck out in my mind so much from Rob Stock. Like,
yeah,
he was like, he's what when I think of that, that's what I think of is him. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And yeah, man, that's just fucking, that's so terrible.
Yeah,
It's always
man.
sad to hear when someone young passes away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure, dude, definitely. Cause like it's too fast. That's way too fast. People could live to be
Right.
80. You know what I'm saying? Like you could. I'm always talking about how you should envision yourself like older, like picture, because that's what you have to have. You have to have some forethought and imagine yourself growing. If we're all honest, like I want to see you succeed and grow to be a grandpa one day. Right? Like you gotta picture Grandpa Ray, you know what I mean?
Grandpa
Or like
Ray's
old
gonna be a
man Ray,
shitty grandpa.
or old man Ray with like a
Fucking
cane,
spliffs.
crotchety, old crotchety Kevin, like
giving your grandson here.
85.
Some backwood in it.
I got an A in physics. Yeah, well, you still suck at kickflips. Just like your grandpappy.
But you want to picture people fucking reach their full potential. You know what I mean? Like life could be long. We could have great, fun, magical rides separately but together. But not if people aren't like envisioning and working for it. And like sometimes life will shit on you. I've talked about it all the time. Like you're gonna take losses in life in general because no one gets out alive, right? So you're taking one loss for sure, and that's a given. Unless the technology speeds up or something, and then Ray's like 1,000 years old.
Dude, you want to live to 1,000 years
I don't
old?
know. That's what
Like,
I'm saying.
I don't think there's much skating in me past 30, so.
Well, if you prolong your life, maybe skating at 200 years old, backside flips.
It won't be a backside flip, I'll tell you that much. Be
Nah,
lucky
but-
if I can nollie then.
Yeah, but you just like, I don't know. I just want to picture like, because when I met that dude, it was like chaotic, dude. He was like rubbed raw, you know what I mean? He was in like it was an intense time in his life, you know? That's my first interaction with him. And I was like just coming off an 8-hour drive, dude. I'm like, this is intense.
We
Like,
camped out in a post office parking lot.
yeah, he was out there though. I'm like, the dude's out there like fucking in a crazy situation, you know? And it's like, then you just start thinking about him. You're like, we even looked him up after because we were like, dude, what the fuck? We gotta see what this guy's like, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on, you know? And then to hear that, it's insane, dude. How we doing? His homie got that tattooed, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's sick. I sent the group chat today because that dude, when they rolled out of the lake, that's what they're like, how you doing? And they were speaking in this slang that like kind of were making fun of us. Yeah, Bubba Knees or something. But how you doing? And we kept saying it after that. That whole New England we were like saying how you doing because we were just they got in our heads. We were like saying
Got
that shit.
stuck.
Yeah. And then that his homie got that tattooed on him. How you doing? Tattooed on you, bub. I can't do it as good as like Billy could do it or something. They were like impressed. So funny.
Right.
I started skating in New Hampshire,
Yeah.
and I remember there was like some people just fucking live free or die attitude. You know,
Yeah.
like fucking live free or die, bro.
I remember someone that was from San Fran saying that to me at Robstock. They were like, we passed through the state, New Hampshire, and their slogan was live free or die. How fucking badass is that?
Yeah, so badass for a state that was like criminally, or weed was criminally illegal until a couple months ago.
Right, literally. Not a
Yeah.
very free state.
Yeah, live free, but don't smoke the devil's lettuce.
You're gonna have to smoke a lot of devil's lettuce. To fix that contradiction.
Oh, man, right?
No, they're all about the rollies, the hand-rolled unfiltered cigarettes up there.
Nice.
That's what they like.
Interesting.
Nice.
Interesting choice.
I never really put that to like a state. Like I picture that to like old ladies for some reason. Hand rolling
I
cigarettes.
picture that's just so New Hampshire.
Maybe.
My uncle from New Hampshire told me about how he rolls his own cigarettes when I was like 4, and I was like, all right. That's now I'm gonna associate you and that with New Hampshire for the rest of my life.
Yeah, I lived in a trailer park in New Hampshire.
Really? Fun places.
It was fun. It was wild, dude. My friend Dale, though, he like got me into skating. I was like fucking hooked after that, though. But it started in New Hampshire. That's where I got my first board.
What part?
Raymond.
Where's that? Up
Interesting. Is that your full name?
No, it's not.
Oh, it's just Ray? It's just Ray. Okay.
It's spelled R-E-Y, too.
Yeah.
Who did that?
I was definitely born with the name Ronaldo.
Nice.
My mom was a single mom, and she changed my name from, like, my biological dad's name to hers, like my last name.
Yeah.
When she did that, she changed it to Ray so that like he couldn't find me later.
Yeah.
Which, in retrospect, not a very good job. Ronaldo to Ray, like you just took some letters.
Yeah, you should have went like to like Peter or something like super contrast.
We should have went with an Adam or a Chris or. Oh,
yeah.
we also went with Chris. My middle name's Chris, but
there you go.
Didn't make it.
I used to be Gamache. That was my last name.
But yeah, so that's why I got changed to Ray, and then my last name changed again when my mom got married to my stepdad.
Nice.
So that's why it's Tapley.
Nice.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's not weird. I've had the same name for like 12 years now, and I got used to it. But for a while, I was like, wait, which name am I? Like.
Yeah, that's strange.
I have to think about it.
Crazy, man. Here, let me grab this real quick. Oh, we don't have it. He moved it, huh?
What?
That list.
Oh, yeah.
He probably took it with him.
Yeah, no,
oh,
right
you
here.
got it right here.
Yeah,
I want to make sure we get it.
Computer.
Let me get it right here.
Oh.
Favorite trick?
Favorite trick? Jeez, to do?
That's a good question. You can pick the reason.
Tough.
There's gotta be, you got probably a million favorite tricks, but
yeah, it depends on what. Like I don't know.
You're all right here. I'll paint the picture. You're warmed up. You're not too sore, and you feel like you might do a trick. You might have a trick in mind.
What would I be skating? That's entirely
what would you want to be skating if you were like not completely beat up and you were like getting warmed up and you had a trick in mind, or like you wanted to film something? Nice.
I guess like just judo airs.
Judo
airs
on transition or like
on tranny.
Like
a backside judo is so fun.
That's sick.
It's kind of easier than a backside air too, because your front foot's not gonna get in the way and like fuck up your board and make you dog piss.
Pull up, Kevin. Could you pull up a judo air? Yes. Just so I can get a reminisce. A video.
The video. The judo. I feel like it's all in the kick. Not.
Oh, I love that one. I call that the flash dancer.
Trick tip.
Shout out.
Trick tip backside judo air.
Oh.
Dude,
let's see a good one.
Oh, so you grab your nose, you kick your front foot off. You have a good one, dude. Ray, I've seen some. I filmed a lot of yours, actually. We went to a lot of skate events, and I filmed a bunch of that stuff. You definitely nailed a few of those.
I'd definitely rather do that than a backside air in a lot of things.
I've never done that, and I've never even thought about doing that.
You get your foot out of the way. There's nothing to fuck up. It's just your front hand and your back foot left on the board.
You ever do with melon grab?
Ooh.
The judo with the melon grab? I don't like to.
You just popsicle yourself?
It's like fly boxes, but I never could have like an error like on a quarter.
It's weird on a quarter because you have to pop it up to your hand and take that extra time and then take your foot off versus like when you grab it nose, it's like it's there. All you have to do is lift, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So much more time.
I'm going to have to try one on like something small. If you got like a 3-foot quarter pipe, I'll do a judo air. Is that what you would learn it on?
No, that's
flat ground?
Be so much harder. You should go straight to like a 9-foot wall with like half a foot of vert, and that'll make you do a judo real quick.
Even if I could do backside ollies pretty good. So like, is that what it is? Is it backside ollie where you kick it out?
You don't even ollie, like because
you just skip it.
Backside ollie, you level it. Like you never do that. You clip it up to your hand, and then it's in your hand. Like you don't.
Young skipper.
You never level it forward until you let go.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done that.
It's like tailboning an ollie, you know, like or like rocketing an ollie, but then you just grab it.
Yeah, that makes sense. It looks fun as hell. Whenever I see one, it gets me hyped. I'm like, that's fucking insane, dude.
Or eggplants. Eggplants are always fun.
Pull up an eggplant. now you got me interested. Kevin, you gotta you know
can't
what
always-
Who's got a great one?
I don't know. I don't even know what the trick
he
is.
does have a great one.
I don't even know
you
what it
pull
is.
Up, Ronnie.
Oh yeah, you got
You can put up like any part.
Yeah, he's gonna have an eggplant in it. Like,
nice.
it's standard.
So what break down an eggplant for me.
It's like an indie backside invert.
Yeah, you grab it.
So you do an
indie,
invert?
You're grabbing coping with your front hand and you're doing an indie.
Oh, sick. That's
So you
way
have to like
sick.
flip over to your hand.
Yeah,
to
that's
get to it.
way sick.
You could have thrown a Roman Pavlich one up too, or a Chris
Oh,
Russell.
there's
one.
one.
Few shout outs.
Oh, here we go. His one. Yeah, that's an egg.
Wow. So it's like a backside air, but you put your hand in the coping and pull it in.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
exactly.
so
Yank
crazy.
that
Do you
shit
grab
in.
it before or after? Or during?
You
During.
kind of do it during.
During,
It's like all in one motion. Yeah.
That's how you made it look. I've never tried it.
It depends on how you're doing it too. Like Chris Russell does those flying eggs where he grabs it like an indie air and he just flips slowly to his hand and then he slaps it in real quick.
Sketchy. How do I try that without smashing my teeth out?
You put pads on and do it on a vert ramp.
Mouth guard.
Yeah.
Get like those gymnasium pads that you lay on the ground and lay some of those at the coping. So if you smash
No,
the deck,
you
it's
know
no biggie.
I learned them on the old Marlboro ramp.
Nice.
That old like 5-foot ramp. If you ever skated it.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I
heck.
never got to go to that
It was in the
place.
field. It did not have vert, but I just really wanted to learn it.
Hell yeah. Just make it
They were
happen.
really shitty ones, but it worked. My hand was on the coping and I was grabbing indie.
Nice.
Like, I'll take it.
It's an eggplant.
Yeah, dude. I never even.
Bristol just learned those.
Nice.
He's got a good one.
Shout out Max. Don't go to the West Coast. Well, do what you want, really.
Do whatever you
Whatever
want.
makes you
Max.
happy.
You know what you shouldn't do?
Float your
though?
boat.
Don't stop on your body jars, damn it.
Yeah, keep those shredding. Back it. All right, here.
Beautiful Madonnas, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
dude.
is a really good Madonna.
Dude.
Beautiful.
He's put on a show every time I see him skate. Like, he's
Yeah.
fun to watch, too.
Yeah.
And he's powerful, and he's, like, a big dude, and, like, he has the tricks that he does so good, and, like, I always see something new every time. It's like
He's got a cool bag of tricks, too. It's not the normal stuff.
Taylor Wiles.
Ooh, Taylor.
I hope I said that right.
Yeah, you got him.
Ask him if he can Uber Eats me some honey buns.
Oh, some honey buns.
What does that even mean? I
Nah,
get it, though.
Taylor, I'm not going to do it.
You guys like he likes honey buns or what? Dude, those are gnarly.
He just likes making jokes about me driving.
Got a topic on here with Uber Eats. You see that? Those ads on Insta?
Nope.
I sent those to the group chat, actually.
Wait, maybe I did then.
It was Chris Cole and P. Rob.
Oh, I
They-
did see
They
it.
had
Oh.
McDonald's delivered to them by Uber Eats. And
Oh,
just
is that
like
what it was?
tricks, Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't. That's funny as shit.
You
dude.
wanna
What are they,
pull it
like,
up?
Skating some set, and the dude just pulls up. He's like, "Where is this address?" And they're like, "That's us." And he's like, "No bullshit.
Yeah, I'll put on Chris Cole's.
You guys don't look like you have money. What are you doing? Ordering Uber Eats."
I just want to see what you think of this. 'Cause you are the guest, and we need some opinions. Can I turn up a little volume without turning it all the way up?
Who knows? Who knows? He's got a black
Do I need
shoebox.
to hear them? I'm gonna watch the Uber Eats get delivered.
I don't.
Wait. You got a shoe? Wait. Wait, what is?
Onion pin, barbecue sauce bib. I got a McRib, got some fries, and I got a drink.
Dank.
So I'm gonna sit on this curb and get my lunch on, and then I'm gonna skate that flat ground right there.
I'm pretty sure you can't order a lot of those things off of Uber Eats, though.
Is that a fact?
He wrote hashtag ad right out of the gate. He's like at least putting it out there.
Do you think he shit his pants, or is McDonald's like the health food now?
I don't know.
Cause like, remember,
It's
I eat
not the
McDonald's and it makes me
health
gotta shit my pants. Like,
Well, you know
middle
what I know
session,
from
bro.
from having friends that worked at McDonald's is that the McRib, they bring it around whenever their like McDonald's beef is too expensive to purchase because
Oh,
the
really?
McRib is cheaper for them to get, so they introduce it
Yep.
so that they
You
sell less
think?
burgers.
Wow.
I worked at McDonald's for 2.5 years.
And did they?
Yeah.
Did
look
you?
At that.
That's why
look
it
at
comes
that.
through randomly,
Verified from
my
two
guy.
sources.
Let me say. I like McDonald's.
Oh, I still eat it.
And I only
If they paid you to do an ad on your Instagram, would you do it?
Yeah.
Uber Eats.
I've never really thought
They
about
pay
it.
me in double quarter pounders, I'd do it. Like,
Yeah.
all right. Get me some food, boys.
I like McDonald's in moderation. In moderation.
I will say I'm not getting a McRib. Shit's horrible. Ooh, P-Rod now.
Kevin, you have like a little look of glee on your face.
So cringy.
It is.
He starts Villager, the coconut water company, based on hydration, like for fucking people that don't want to get sugary ass sports drinks, and then promotes McDonald's.
Yeah, I don't know. There's something going on here.
Look at how hyped he is on his fucking McRib bib.
Yo, it's like you hear about like Andy Mack, how he is with that kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
he always had those Dare stickers and stuff, and now he's got like an investment in some dispensary or whatever.
What?
Yeah, he
That's
was always
funny.
in like Dare ads and stuff because that's where the money was, and now like he's like investing in a dispensary and like sponsored by it and shit. And you're like, wait, when did they get cool, my guy?
Yeah. You're like in now. Thumbnail.
If we got cool, did pads not? Are they not cool anymore? Can you take those off? Like,
Yeah. I mean, I enjoy McDonald's, so I'm conflicted.
What's the
Someone, let me be honest with you. If someone came to me and was like, you could get a number 2. You could get a number 2 cheeseburger meal with medium fry. And maybe a Coke, I don't know. And I like,
maybe a Coke.
yeah. And it was like one of those days where I was like, "Fuck, dude, I really need like something." Like I just had a crazy session. I'm salted. I sweated everything out. You're like, I want some fucking fast, greasy ass shit that's like gonna be hot and like burn me while I'm chewing it down. But it's gonna be familiar, you know.
It's gonna boil in my intestines.
Yeah, and I'm gonna eat that thing, and then I'm gonna have to take a shit a little bit after. You know, like, and it's not gonna be like a normal shit. It's gonna be like like you ate something that you have to shit out. You know,
ate something
it's
that
clean your
just is
system
not
out.
going
Yeah,
well
we just
inside of you.
you took some risk. You're eating it. It's delicious.
Oh, it's a real rough time.
It's artificial too, right? Because I don't know. I haven't checked in McDonald's in a while, but I'll get it once in a while because you know what you're getting into. It's not like it's like you don't go to McDonald's looking for health food, right? You go for it to like.
You know what you're going
Yeah.
there for. You're going there because you found a homie who's sober and you're shit-faced at 3 in the morning, and the only drive-thru that's open anywhere within a 30-mile radius.
You get it?
Is a McDonald's, and that's fine.
Yeah, and a number.
You're gonna get a burger that, like, if you tried to hold it up from the box the entire time, it would like slump over your hand. But it's covered in grease and it's delicious because it's hot. Like,
I've been getting like the quarter pound with cheese. Pretty fucking good. Medium
gotta
fry.
get the double.
Medium fry.
Come on, double up.
Yeah, sometimes.
It's $1 more.
But I don't know, dude. We'd have to do it in a really funny way or authentic way, you know? I don't know if I would just be like
cringy.
Yeah, that was cringy.
You
Well
you
said.
eat like 2 McDoubles, skate like wicked hard, then just throw up at the end of the ad. It's like you throwing it up into the trash can.
That's the whole ad.
That's why you're skating flat ground, because you just got a fucking McRib delivered to you.
Too heavy to go downstairs.
Pack a
right
turkey
now,
sandwich and go to a fucking spot.
Get some peanut butter. That's what Cooper does.
Peanut butter is so good. Don't say anything bad about peanut butter. No, just kidding.
No disrespect to
saying that
Chris
Cooper
Cole or
does it
P-Rod
is
either,
bad?
by the way. Just want to throw that out there. I'm not a hater of them because they're them, but that's,
Yeah,
I think
politics
it's funny.
aside, there's humor.
Yes,
There's
yes,
humor in it.
Exactly.
We can funny factor win sometimes.
Exactly.
Sorry for you.
Tony Hawk was
Have
sponsored by
some
McDonald's,
grace.
so I
But
really
Tony
can't say
Hawk did
anything.
Doritos commercials, okay? He was
Yeah,
on a
dude.
different level.
He was on rocket power. My homie showed me that clip again today, and I was like, dude, best episode ever.
Did you see No World Industries is on The Simpsons?
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah.
On the under the bus.
Yeah, under the bus.
The bus
It's
is a
World Industries
skateboard.
balloon.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. That's wild to think. People send me that, like DM me that
Yeah.
occasionally, like we haven't seen it yet.
It's too bad you can't like pin a post to the top of your feed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, yes, we've seen.
Got
this.
it. It's sick though. It's way sick
Yeah.
because that's like Simpsons' culture, you know. Like it's cemented in, you know. It's sick that because like being a young skateboarder, world was the fucking shit to so many people, you know.
Right.
Crazy. Yeah, I don't know, dude. That's a weird thing though, because you're like, Chris Cole has a kid, maybe that's the ultimate justification
Yeah,
for
he's got a
everything.
kid. He's
But
fucking-
he has a kid, and like he has to feed people at
He's
least.
making
right?
money.
But I don't know though. How much money is it actually? It's like a one-time check, probably. How
He
much
is
do they
already
give him
making
too?
a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
He's like, I want a nice car.
I want more.
I want one more car.
And then if he's fine with McRibs, then go
Nah,
for
she
it.
got a
He's got his
Lamborghini.
6-year-old driving a Mercedes. Yeah.
Gotta keep up.
Hey, fuck it. If you can do it, right?
I don't know.
I
don't
just
fucking-
find it weird with the P-Rods. Like, he was part of Villager, I'm pretty sure. Unless
No,
I'm
that was a
talking out
good-
of my ass right now.
That's
but
a good.
yeah.
That's a good obvious point out.
They were-
But I mean, at the same point, it's like, yeah, I don't know. That
I'm
makes
sure
sense.
it was a check that made them not give a fuck enough to post it on Insta.
That's fair.
They have like a 90-day cannot archive post for 90 days or delete
Yeah.
post.
I feel like Villager was like they created it, like skateboards created it, right?
Yeah, I'm
So
pretty
it's
sure
like
they still
a-
run it. Unless did they sell it? I don't think
know.
they've sold it yet.
They
I know he
sell
started
pretty
St.
quick
Archer.
usually.
Which
So the
they
thing would be,
sold.
can you have that and have like
They
back,
did sell his
back
beer
McDonald's
company.
because it's not the most
Yeah.
unhealthy thing or most healthy thing.
He had a beer company with a few
Yeah.
people that they sold.
Archer, right?
Yeah,
Well,
St.
you're probably
Archer.
not
St.
getting the
Archer,
same
yeah.
crowd for each of them, so there's probably not a lot of people noticing that crowd.
A lot of beer people like McDonald's. I mean, that's the mentality.
All I'm saying though is like if McDonald's came and they're like, yeah, and I was like in the right frame of mind for that number, the 2 cheeseburger.
if
thing.
I was
for a
really
McDouble.
hungry and
And
they
it was
were
like a
offering
good
free
amount of
large
money, and they're
fries
like-
for life.
No, they're
Yeah.
not gonna give you free fries for life.
How
That's
about
a
a
fantasy.
McDouble?
It doesn't
Walk
exist.
in, you have a golden. You know the fucking thing they give you the fries in that little piece of
Hello.
cardboard. You have one of those, but it's 24 karat gold. And you walk into any McDonald's and you can redeem it
I
full
want
of
a
fries.
golden goose now, Daddy.
No, don't give me the old ones.
It's funny. It's crazy that it's gotten to that point, you know? Like, strange.
Skateboarders are that big.
Strange, man. Strange. Do you still have a unicorn shirt? Dogtown Rips 666.
Yes, I do.
How do you know this guy?
We skated a couple of times.
Dogtown Rips 666.
Trying to think specifically back. I'm really bad with like memories and Instagram names and everything.
Nice. Well, we can talk afterwards because I'm curious.
Yeah.
Anthony Vesta says, would you rather skate Granite again or Boardwalk?
Boardwalk. Oh, actually, that's a hard one.
What's Granite? What was Granite?
Granite was in Nashua.
Okay. Oh, I think I remember this.
Yeah, it was like rye size.
You and Billy made an edit there, didn't you?
Dude,
They were
Or am I
trying
thinking
to-
of a
Boardwalk.
different
That was
park?
the
Oh, that was
Boardwalk,
Boardwalk.
yeah.
Okay, never
Boardwalk
mind.
was my home park.
Sick.
I fucking learned everything. there.
Nice.
Like, I miss that place so much. Like, I don't know. It was Doug built. Like, it was very friendly. Like, for what I like to do, everything was short and steep. Like the 6-footer got basically to vert.
Yeah.
And the 8-foot had 2 feet of vert and pool coping. Like
Pull that,
everything there.
pull
was-
that up. Pull up Billy and I skating there so I can remember this part. Because I remember going there.
Oh, that A-frame was the best A-frame I've ever skated in my
Yeah?
entire life. I've
Do you have
never-
footage there online?
Yeah, definitely.
Would we be able to
Old
find
footage.
it though?
Yeah, but
That's
it's
the
probably,
question.
It's like me in like
Hey,
5th grade, and I'm like,
all
like
I
14,
ask.
15. Like, my first 540 was in there.
Gnarly.
Yeah.
At Boardwalk?
Yeah.
How long was that place around?
When I was like 8th or 9th grade to junior years.
The days of rocking the unicorn shirt.
Yeah, those are. I
remember
literally
that
rocked
thing.
That
Not-
shirt.
oh, yeah, I do too.
I was
actually
at an
do,
orchard
too.
contest one
It was a
time. I
unicorn
saw you.
backpack shirt.
You did a 540 in the orchard fucking ramp too. Their old half pipe. You did it in the fucking out of the extension in
No,
the
I
little
didn't
part.
think I landed it.
I'm pretty sure you landed it because
He
I was
would
shitting
remember.
my pants. I was
Oh,
like,
no,
dude,
no.
this
I
dude's
remember
fucking
eating
540.
Did you have
shit.
McDonald's earlier that day?
I probably did.
I definitely did.
Yeah.
There's a Macdo's down the street from Orchard.
Nice.
Oh God, this is so old.
You and Tim?
Probably me and Tim. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, this is really old.
Damn,
This
that's
is before
Tim.
they even redid.
Wow,
the-
Tim Casey
everything.
when he had brown hair.
Oh, I had a helmet
Wasn't so
on.
red then. Wasn't so red then.
I had a helmet on.
Oh no, it is pretty red actually.
It's a kickflip.
I remember that quarter pipe. That was a really good
That
quarter pipe.
A-frame. That was the best A-frame
Wow, look at that
ever.
thing. Who did the graffiti? Look at the graffiti.
Oh yeah, I want the my
What the fuck was that? You?
yeah, that was my first varial.
Varial hand, like you grabbed
Like,
it.
yeah, it's like
on the
melon to
backside.
mute.
Melon to mute.
Varial.
Yas. Oh, you had a spotlight?
Apparently,
Damn.
apparently.
Yeah, Tim
He
was,
doesn't remember half the shit he has.
Tim was trying to film.
That's
it
why we-
for,
yeah,
like,
I had a couple ads of
months.
trans.
That's why we had the video. That's why we have it.
I remember Jensen digging through a pile
Yo, look
of
at
old
the socks.
magazines, and I was
Look at
like,
the
"You've had
socks."
this many fucking ads."
Dude, I have a whole box. I have a whole closet, actually. Sick. That was one of the original tees. This is so funny. Is this me and Billy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this
I
is
think
old.
Billy like has a feature in it.
They asked us to come down and do this.
This is
We were
before they put the
in,
pool
dude.
coping in. Yeah.
We were in. I was like, I'm fucking in. This is so cool.
Oh, boneless in.
Damn, more
Yeah.
boneless action.
I made a boneless
It was a
decision.
backtail revert.
Bro, he's like, I've done that
Yeah, Billy
backside
can't-
flip
No,
in,
I
bro.
couldn't even
Fuck
backtail at
you.
this point. Like,
Really? Wow.
that last video you saw was from after this, and it was literally that was the first backtail I ever did. on the
Wow.
mid-ramp, so
That's sick, man.
I was wearing a helmet.
That's so crazy to think. Yeah, Billy's got the man bun. You see the man bun, Kevin?
Oh,
Point at it.
Dude, he
Point at
doesn't
it.
have it yet.
Oh no, it's a baseball cap. I'm sorry. That was
Yeah.
like That was like. when we
that
were-
hubba, that thing was so fun.
Yeah, that thing was sick. We lit this up too. I forgot about this. We drove all the way there. Where was this park? Boardwalk.
Where was Boardwalk?
What city
What
was
town?
that?
You remember?
Woburn.
Woburn. That's right.
It was on the
Damn.
Woburn Winchester line. It was sick. Before this, they had another shop with just the mini ramp in, and I learned how to like axle and shit there. And
Hell
then,
yeah.
like, they closed, and then they opened this, and I was like, "Yo, that's down the street from my grandmother's house, and
Yeah.
it's halfway." Because I took a 40-minute commute every day to like get to school in high school, so it was like halfway between my house and my school. So like, it was perfect. I just took a bus, hopped off, and like either skated a couple miles or like got a family member to pick me up and drive me like a couple miles, and then I bombed the hill down to it.
That's perfect.
That's sick.
Yeah, that's like a good time right there. You're skating. You're
Taught
fucking
lessons,
bombing.
got in for free. Good
Yeah.
times.
Oh, sick. That's
Yeah.
Did you like teaching lessons?
It was okay. Like
How old were you teaching lessons?
I was like 14, 15, teaching kids that were like 10. Like,
Really? You're so young. How the fuck are you teaching
you
lessons?
know that kid Luca?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I taught him how to ollie.
No
On
shit.
Boardwalk. Yeah.
Luca rips.
I said that
I
to him
saw
a
a
couple
clip
of times,
from-
and he was like, "Wait, I don't remember you at all." And then randomly he's like, "Oh wait, yeah, you just had a helmet." I was like,
you're
"Yeah, like that's how long ago it was."
That's
like,
the thing about skateboarders. If you have a helmet on, you're
you look so different. Cooper goes through those phases every couple
Yeah.
of months where he suddenly has a
I
helmet
was
on.
wondering what's up with that. Is
He
that
just gets
a safety
freaked.
thing?
Yeah, he gets freaked out by seeing other people hit their
Yeah,
heads.
I can see
He
yeah, I
never
don't
hits
do
his
it.
head. He's really good about that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how that kid is a ninja getting out of some of the shit.
It's
he does.
amazing. Yeah, he shreds.
He's just a ninja with some of the shit he just
Dude.
does. Like,
Yeah.
Tray flip, late flip. Who the fuck does that?
He kicked
Like,
back
clean,
5
too.
that 5-stair hubba wearing a woman's Robin Halloween costume with like a
God
Velcro
bless
cape
him.
on the back.
God bless
Sounds
that
about Cooper.
child. Yeah.
It was so funny.
He's been I dare say it, this whole season in the summer of like skate events and shit
Oh,
going on.
he's-
He was at
he's been
everything,
the dude.
destroying it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I filmed a lot of him.
I've been calling Cooper for a while. If there's anyone from New England that's gonna like get out there, if
Yeah.
you could just get a little bit of like I love you, Coop, but like if you could be a little
you
bit
too.
more personable, you know,
He's been
that could be fun. Like maybe you come out and get a drink at the bar or something. I don't know. Like maybe you don't bring avocados into a Papagino's.
Oh, is he that
avocados are
type? He eats
bomb though.
Avocados with a spoon.
No, he.
What do you
we
got?
went
Something
to-
against the avocados, motherfucker?
I do with
No.
a spoon. I
I-
like them on sandwiches, but come on.
No, so he
Are you
took
serious?
a
No one
full
likes avocado
avocado
that
into
much.
Papagino's. And
Lose my
ordered
number.
the $2 cheesy bread because he saw me order it and he's like, "That's the cheapest thing here."
Yeah.
So he sits down. He has like this other Tupperware of like rice, granola, bread all
Kid is
smushed together that he goes through with his like spoon, knife, fork camping thing, utility spoon, knife, fork.
Spork.
And no, it's like it has
Utility
a bunch of
spork?
different
This is my
like
protein,
things
this is
that
my
flip
vitamin
out.
A.
It's
Swiss
like
Army knife. Yeah.
but it's just a fork, a spoon, and a knife. It's funny. as
Kid
shit.
comes prepared.
But he takes the avocado and he just squishes it into the garlic cheesy bread and
Yeah.
closes it and just starts munching on it. And all the employees are just staring at him.
He's nailing it. That kid's. They're like, that's impressive.
I'm sitting there mortified eating my pizza, just like, yo, they're really not happy that you just took 90% of your food in here and bought the cheapest thing on the item.
Yeah, for sure. Didn't think about that.
They were not happy with that. And he was like, oh, well.
Whatever.
Like, he just didn't care. And it was so funny. Like,
It's insane that you had something against a person that would eat avocado with a spoon, because I happen to be one of those people, bro.
Oh.
Lose my number.
Ouch.
Don't really, though.
I can't
But
do
sort of.
it. Like, anytime I bite...
Why just a spoon? All right, here.
If I bite avocado that's too thick, like, on a sandwich, then it's just bad.
What do you mean?
Like, it's too weird.
I'm just not an avocado man.
Yeah, see,
alright.
he doesn't even like avocados, okay? Bro.
Alright.
Gets to me.
Yeah.
This is weird.
I have the palate
I
of
like-
like a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
Buffalo
Lunchable.
chicken and Cheez-Its. Like.
Nice. Dude, those are both very good.
Yeah,
Those are
good
both very
times.
good. Yeah. Avocados are delicious.
They're-
Fuck you both.
I like mashing them
Fuck
up
you
and,
both.
like, spreading it on a sandwich.
I like
Like,
mashing
that's
up
good.
potatoes.
Like, on a BLT.
If you get a ripe one, you can crack that thing with a spoon. Like, say you're on a trip and you
Yeah,
just keep
no,
that thing, and it's
no.
like not
No.
too stiff, and it's like it's been like riped perfectly. You crack that thing, and you have two halves. You throw the pit away,
No.
and then you slowly eat it spoon by spoon until you're in glorious avocado
You're
heaven.
gonna make me gag.
That sounds like a rough time.
Oh man,
Sounds like a really rough time.
it's like just imagine having Cheez-Its, right, and cracking that bag open and just handfuls of Cheez-Its.
Oh,
Wow,
really?
Cheez-Its
Yeah.
are good. Avocados
But like
aren't.
the
You know,
better
for some
oily
reason,
version
Cheez-Its
of
are
that.
salty and crunchy, and I never pictured an avocado to be that way.
It's not quite as salty. I'll give you that.
All right.
It tastes like plant clay.
I can't on my
I mean,
nose.
I've
He's
had a
laughing
bunch of
because he knows it's
avocado
true.
before.
He's
Yeah,
laughing
like-
because he knows it's true.
No, I'm laughing because you said plant clay.
It tastes
I was
like
what
good
the
plant
fuck is
clay.
that? You made some Miller High Life come out my nose right there. How dare you, Kevin? Plant clay. You're inventing shit over there? Plant clay. It does look like that.
Someone out there is listening right now that's like, whoa, that's like the most accurate way I've ever heard it described.
And there's gonna be like another 100 people that are like, "What the fuck?" But like, it's all worth it for that one person.
Makes
you
sense.
know, like.
Makes sense. Oh, here's a random one. Skate Jeremy Nathaniel says, switch or regular?
What?
If you had to pick, switch or regular?
Oh,
Sorry to put you on the spot.
Yeah, regular all day.
Yeah,
like, I
clearly.
skate bowls.
Nice. But dude,
Last time I tried to switch frontside air, my front foot or my switch front foot. I don't even know. It's kind of my back foot, but whatever.
okay.
Went over the tail nose, whatever, in front of the board,
Sketch.
and I like rolled the board over my own ankle and ate shit into the flat bottom.
Nice.
And I was like doing them all day before that, and then like just that one, my foot slipped right off like an ollie north and didn't come back on. And, like,
gnarly. That's a nightmare of mine.
yeah,
for sure.
so I don't like switch airs.
I wanted to ask you from the beginning. Actually, was I see the scar on the eyebrow over there?
yeah,
What's
that one's not
there's a
fun.
story there. There's a story there.
So you know Scotty Dixon's house?
No.
It's where Western Mass meets Vermont and New Hampshire in Hinsdale.
Wow, that exists?
Yeah.
Wow, you're blowing my mind already.
Oh,
You're already
no,
up here. I
his
didn't even know there was a
backyard,
place.
He has a 6-foot mini.
Wow,
Like
sick.
a 9-foot extension or 8.5.
Transition, what are we talking? This looks nice. It's good.
Yeah, it's good.
No
Steve-
kinks or nothing. Like
really
coping,
good.
sitting, good.
Skatelight just donated him $8,600 worth of free material to
Nice.
resurface everything. But he's got a little spine ramp that's I think it's getting torn right now, but it was
Ooh, I love
awesome
spines.
single coping, so like super fun.
Perfect.
And he's got a little pool he poured in between it, like one pocket at a time.
Nice.
And they're all really short. Like first one's like a bank and it kicks right before the coping. The
nice.
second one's like good tranny, and there's one spot where the concrete slumped and it kind of formed like an impromptu death box.
It's sick now.
Fun as hell, yeah. And then I helped him with the third section a little bit, and all I was trying to do, I was like, Scotty, how steep can we make this? Like, can we make this really steep? Steep? And he's like, it's gonna be a foot tall. I'm like, okay, vert, like.
6 inches of vert, please.
And so when we were building that, I figured out there was a way to gap from one of the rollers in the upper pocket to the original pocket, which is the lowest one.
Nice.
So I was doing that. I did it for like a couple months, and then I like went to film it one day, and I ollied too far. Like I was just trying to send it big, and I clipped my truck on the extension.
I'm going down.
And,
We're going down.
I dove into the deep end, and since it's so tight, the way I hit, I bounced this part first, and I had to get 7 or 8 stitches
Ooh.
right around. It was like a triangle gash right up above my eye.
Your left eyebrow, lower
Yeah.
left eyebrow.
And then I hit the back of my head, and then this side. So I had crazy bumps
How
here,
do you even
here,
do that?
here.
You hit on all sides.
Yeah, because I hit here, and then I bounced this way. I hit the tranny here, and then bounced forward and hit it here. It
Dude,
was
fucking pinball on
it
that
was-
bitch.
I have that video. I'll show you. It's
Please, you have the
fucking
video of when that
bad.
happened?
It's so bad.
What
You
the
see me
homies
just-
say when they saw it?
My homie
Because that's what you do.
Terry-
You get up and you go, am I all right? If you get up, if you're lucky to get up.
My homie Terry, shout out to him out in Western
Terry,
Mass. He
boop,
lives
boop,
with Luke. He straight up thought I died in the bowl. There's so
Yeah.
much blood, and I was like motionless. And he was like,
Oh, terrifying.
like this is not good.
Luke
This
Ray's
is
had
bad.
his day, bro.
I've never been more concussed in my entire life than that day. Like that day.
How long did it take to recover from that, you think, roughly?
Oh, like 2 months.
Yeah, just like
for me to be like fully like able to think again.
Yeah.
And you remember in New England Dam, not this year, last year when I did the 5?
Yes.
That was like the second week I was skating back. Like
Really?
I was out for like the entire end of the summer.
Pull up some New England Am.
It's right here. We got the bad falls.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Did Hall and Me repost it?
Yeah, it was they posted it, I reposted it from them or something.
Oh, what? Oh, fuck that.
You just like
Yeah.
straight down. Let me see that up close.
I was
Let me get a little tray bite.
absolutely
That was
knocked
face
out.
right
All right, so
into
we're
the
on some
corner.
concrete.
I
We're
had
going
to drive
over
45 minutes to a hospital because
snake
I
run.
drive a
ollie.
stick.
Wait, you? Oh my God! So you had
oh
to
my
drive.
God, dude.
Yeah,
you
and
fucking
I tried
hung
to
up
teach
and you
Terry
took
how
your.
to drive stick 2 different points when we tried to leave, and then right when we got to the edge of the highway, just so he could keep it in gear. He'd never have to even stop it.
Yo,
All
so
he'd have
you-
to do is get into first once, and he couldn't do it, so I had to drive home concussed, bleeding everywhere. We get to the hospital at my school. I step out of the car, immediately throw up all over the ground.
Not good. Not
Oh,
good. Ray's
shit.
throwing up. Ray's throwing up.
I go in there, and
We
they're
need an
like,
adult.
We
We need
can't
an
treat
adult.
you here, and we're gonna make you take an ambulance over to this other hospital.
Oh, not a good sign.
because,
Not a good sign.
You're not allowed to drive. You're gonna have a seizure. Like,
You're like,
Oh my God!
you're like,
And I
I
was
just
like-
fucking drove here. Okay?
I just drove 45 minutes from Vermont down here. I think I can make it the other 10 to the next one, and they were like, literally not letting me leave, like
Gnarly.
not giving me any of my shit, like standing in front
Wow.
of the door because I was like trying to dip, like it was because I was all freaked out because I just woken up an hour ago.
Yeah, you're
all
fucking
fucked
out
up,
there.
yeah.
You're fucking the
And I
homie
can't
at
think,
Rob
so I'm just like reacting to everything. Like it was so sketchy. And then I sat there for like 5 hours. At one point, doctors coming in to stitch up my face, and these 2 drunk girls get brought out into the hallway because they're probably there for like intoxication or whatever.
They were going for it.
And I mean, it's
Fair
a
enough.
hospital near UMass. Like, there's gonna be a lot of
People are
a
testing.
lot
of
college
stomach
kids.
pumpings.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
They're
A lot.
figuring it out. They're figuring
And,
it out. Whatever that is.
One of them's not as bad as the other. The other one keeps trying to get up and run away and like escape the hospital the
man.
whole
Oh,
time, but she
man.
can't make it more than 5 feet before one of the nurses catches her. And it's right outside my door, and it's all glass, and the curtain's not open
Good
or
show.
not shut.
Yeah.
So I'm just like sitting there, like concussed out of my mind, watching this shit. Just like this is kind of funny, like.
You're losing it. Do you have the
Yeah.
pipe? Dude, that's fucking insane, man. That's insane.
That's so fucked.
I've only done that all like twice since that happened.
Have
And,
you had
don't
any
really
other
love
injuries
doing it.
besides that?
Yeah, dude, my shoulders come out 30 times.
Oh yeah, you've
now.
told me about that. Yeah, you have he has a shoulder that does not want to stay in place.
You need a masseuse, huh? You need a masseuse.
Have you been to
Keep that thing
chiropractors
moving.
and shit?
Yeah, I've been to an orthopedic surgeon. We talked about it for a while. I used to wear a brace and shit.
Yeah.
That sucked.
I bet. Yeah.
Did PT and all that, but before I finished PT, I started wearing the brace. It was after like 14 or 15 times or whatever. And it still kept coming out even with the brace and everything. So I just
Gnarly.
kept going with the PT until I got it like really strongish. Like to the point where like skating, it's not going to come out unless I windmill my arm.
Yeah.
And like I've learned not to, like, it's become nature now. Like I do not throw that arm around.
Built
the
it
same.
in. Yeah, you're like, this is
I'm
how
keeping
I'm
that
doing
arm down a lot.
it. Yeah.
And I don't know, like we just talked about it. He was like, "You're gonna have to get surgery, but like if you get the surgery and then you fuck it up, like you're done. Like your shoulder's not gonna sit in its own socket. You're not gonna be able to use that arm."
Yeah.
So like, I told him, I was like, "I'm gonna skate like no matter what." and I'm probably gonna snowboard too. So like, which is even worse on my shoulder.
I bet, because you're all winding up,
Yeah,
right?
you got the extra weight of the board and everything.
Can I
so
ask
it's
you a
working
question?
out. What?
And this is a weird question, I know.
What?
Is it like a free ollie on a snowboard as I imagine it is for a scooter or like a bike? Because you don't have to learn to ollie. You just like pull up, right? You just,
Different. Nah.
You also gotta have to learn how to go down a hill for like more than 20 feet and survive.
Yeah, you got to be doing like.
I get
40
that,
and
but like,
everything.
but if
Yeah.
like you strap into a snowboard and
'cause
you can like
Yeah,
ollie
you can flat
instantly
hop like that, but that's not an ollie. You still use your tail when you pop an ollie on a snowboard.
on a snowboard.
Yeah.
I know nothing about snowboard.
Snowboards flex like a motherfucker. They're made out of like fiberglass.
Yeah.
And, steel edges and everything. Depends on the board. There's some like wood core boards and stuff. But the whole point is it flexes. So when you lean back
That's why they call it a press, right?
really, really hard,
Yeah.
and like you jump off of just that back foot once you're already pressed, it's like
Yeah.
a trampoline. It
It's like
springs
Tigger.
you up.
Tigger. You know,
So you
like
can
Winnie the
ollie
Pooh.
like 4 or 5 feet on flat ground on one if you're
That's
like
wild.
really good and have a stiff board.
So
and
that's
get
an
that
ollie.
flex.
But if you
Yeah.
just hop up, that's
It's
like
just
a
like hopping.
bunny
Like
hop.
it's whatever.
Okay, okay.
You know, like you can, but like if
it's not the same.
and don't
thing.
get me wrong, not every time you pop an ollie, you're gonna go off your tail. But like if you want to get over something big, that's what
got
you
it.
do, and you get
Yeah.
like a real fucking snap out of it.
Fair enough.
Versus that,
Oh.
yeah, that's kind of more like a hop because it's so big.
That was
where,
just a
like-
send. I
But
think
this
he
is
sent
like
it.
this is where snowboarders take it. You know what
Yeah,
I
it just
mean?
goes down to like
No skaters
stair
hopping down that
rails,
shit.
like-
Nice, you could do that rail.
Yo, when you got a snowboard attached
Who's
to
the
your
other
feet,
dude?
impact is so easy. Like
Oh.
you can just.
They
hop down
literally built a
cliffs.
landing for it. This is Mike LeBlanc, 20 flat 20.
Yeah, 40
That's
stairs.
comical to me. That statement. 20 flat 20.
If you skateboard and then you figure out how to snowboard, you can take the most ridiculous drops because your ankles and knees are already like seasoned for it.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
like it's so much easier because you never lose the board, so you can just like, oh, there's like a 12-foot cliff. I'm gonna drop that first try.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna
because
send
you
it
know,
deep.
as long as
Like,
you know how to take the impact, you're pretty
Yeah.
ghost. Yeah. With a skateboard, you still have the bail factor. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like you're strapped in, so it's almost like you
But
skip
I'd say
a
like
step of
carving
learning
a
how-
hill is what's more comparable to like an ollie on a skateboard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the actual hop isn't like anything. Like anyone can strap into a snowboard and just hop with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like
But wouldn't carving be compared to carving?
I guess, but like
no,
because you
literally
can't
skate without
if you
ever
can
learning
hop
how
on
to
a
turn. You
snowboard,
gotta
right?
sit flat.
Yo,
That's
listen,
true. I
if
didn't
you
even
can
think of that.
ollie on a
Dudes
Dudes with the
skateboard,
tight trucks.
you can do
right?
so much with an ollie on a skateboard. If you can hop on a snowboard but you don't know how to ride it, you're fucked. You can't do shit with that. Like, because you're gonna go down a hill and
You
not
gotta
know
learn
how.
to ride.
You're not gonna even know how to get
Yeah,
to the
you can
obstacle
shit
you're
get
trying
you
to
the
ollie.
future.
Fair
Whereas skateboarding, you got to learn how to ride it and then ollie.
enough. Yeah.
Snowboarding, you learn how to hop and ride.
Fair enough then. Fair enough then.
Plus, everything is a gap on a snowboard. Like rails have landings behind them.
Did the
Like-
money shoot the money out?
like 6 to 10
I don't
feet
fucking
behind
know.
them. So like you have to go so fast into everything, otherwise you knuckle and that hurts.
Yeah.
So like
I'm like a fucking
I don't
skate.
know, it's gnarly.
I'm a full fucking skate rat. I went snowboarding one time and it was fucking fun, but I was like slamming a lot because
Did you
kind
fall
of
in
already
any
jumped.
ditches or anything?
Because you gotta go like a shit ton in like a couple of weeks. Like
Yeah.
you gotta do it like it's skating. You have to get like a rhythm in with
Yeah,
it. You know,
yeah.
you can't go like once in a winter every year and expect to get progressively better every year. You're gonna
Yeah.
maintain that level. But if you go those 10 years but all in one season, you're gonna get really good by the 10th time.
Yeah, it makes
Like,
sense. Makes sense. When I went, I already had like balance. I could go straight, but I didn't know how to carve.
Yeah.
But I could jump. I was like, oh, I could go
As a
straight, jump,
skateboarder,
land.
once you
slam.
learn how to carve,
Yeah.
the world is yours on a snowboard. Like you're just repeating the same tricks you do on a skateboard, but on a snowboard, and it just gets so easy. Like front boarding a rail, the learning process on it is so
Yeah.
much easier on a snowboard because like
Yeah.
you can fuck up and it's fine. You just slide off the side. Like
Yeah, that seems crazy because they do like 1080s and shit. You're like strapped in.
Yeah, well,
you
that's
know, like,
ridiculous.
Seen some ridiculous shit go down.
that's some life or death shit.
I watch a lot of street snowboarding, and that shit's fucking nuts.
street snowboarding.
Yeah, X Games real snow. Those
come
dudes are
street snowboarding.
fucking
I don't know about not-
insane.
I don't know
I'd
how-
fuck myself up trying to street snow.
I don't
You
know
probably
about
could
not being
handicap
able to.
rail and just build a kicker up to it.
I don't know about not being able to kickflip easily. I'm sure they've done a kickflip on a snowboard.
Yeah,
no one
they
needs to
can.
pull it up because I'm sure they fucking figured a way out. But
He's already got it coming.
I want to see it. I want to fucking see a kickflip on a snowboard.
Oh,
Please find a kickflip on a
Cole
snowboard.
Navin.
But just being able to kickflip
Navin.
whenever you have, if you have a
He's
kickflip,
good.
that's the best feeling ever.
Isn't he a New England local?
Yeah, this dude's from out here. He's from Mass.
Look at, he's under a freeway. Oh, backflip off the roof.
No, did you ever see that
Backflip
thing?
off the roof.
Somebody hit
Oh.
the fucking the
Dude.
bottom of the highway near Lynch. You know how it's tranny on the bottom of those
Kevin loved it. Kevin loved it.
No, you know how the bottom of those on-ramps is kind of like tranny?
Yeah.
Somebody put a kicker up and a landing, and they did a backflip and hit
Over
the roof with their board.
Yeah.
And like grind it upside
I saw
down.
that. Yeah, I saw that. It's fucking insane.
Upside
dude.
down and backwards. And like every time we walk by, we just look at it like, no.
That dude.
Do you know what video it's in?
It was on. It was one of the real snows. It
That
was
dude,
one of them. And
that
it was
dude
just
did like
ridiculous.
a 270 onto an electrical box.
Yeah, that's
They-
Colton Avenue. He's from out here. He's from Western Mass.
And
I
they
think.
fucking they
Yeah,
screwed
yeah,
like a
what's that?
snowboard stopper on the end of the electrical box. He hit it and used it to do a backflip out. Was that what I saw?
Yes.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought I saw. Yeah. The fuck.
Backflip. He went to fakie too.
Yeah.
That's some
That's
crazy
awesome.
shit.
Street snowboarding's reckless.
Yo, if
But-
you're gonna look up snowboarding, look up Corinthia.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're local.
Yeah, that place is. They built these chimes that are like 10 feet tall.
What are
Giant
chimes?
wind chimes.
Okay.
Like a mega version of wind chimes.
What's a wind chimes? Like in snowboarding?
No, like wind chimes, like actual wind chimes that you would have at your house that just ring in the wind. Like you
Okay,
hang
yeah,
them up.
yeah.
But like a mega version of them.
Really?
And they put this in the middle of this
Like
jump.
a storm catcher type thing?
And then you're supposed to air past it and like tap your border skis off of all of the fucking
And make
wind
noise?
chimes. Yeah, and they swing. So
Well,
like if a gust of wind comes in, it'll just swing and take you the fuck
canoe
out.
to your chest, like,
Or like-
oh, fuck you.
No, just look up Corinthia. It'll definitely be.
That's
in there.
wild. Someone thought that up.
Yeah. It's not the top one. That one's too old. It's got to be.
9 months ago.
Yeah, that's probably has it in there. Oh yeah, it's Casey. All right, yeah. He'll
So
probably
this
hit
is your
some-
local park?
Yeah,
Yeah.
these are. This kid is so good.
Corinthia Park?
Yeah,
And it's like a mountain or something?
it's at Mount Snow.
Okay, yeah.
They get Mount Snow give Corinthia an entire section of the mountain to just be like, yo, you guys do whatever you want with this, and
Nuts.
it's absolute chaos. Like these
That
are
looks
like the small
insane.
jumps. These aren't even the big jumps. Like this is like the medium to small park.
That's fucking insane. What is that? What was that?
That's still a
720?
small jump.
540?
That's,
What was that spin?
I think it was a cab 7.
Cab 7, dude. I've
Over
never
a
even
30
heard
or
of that.
35, which is really small for there. This kid hits the 70 and does like double backflips. So,
He did fucking switching up the stance on the rail right there.
it's a spring day. That's why.
Well, I was gonna say it looked a little slushy.
Yeah, it was.
slushy
It's like
out.
end of the year kind of shit. No, not an opening day.
Kevin, you
They don't have it up yet this year. So
You ever snowboard?
Snowboarded a couple times. Not that good at it though.
Where'd
The
you
first
go?
time I went, I would think it was like Gunstock in Vermont, and I fucking fell into the pit on the like the corner of the mountain when you get off the lift before you start the hill. I fell into that pit and I had to fucking dig myself out. And I was like, "Yep, fuck this. I'm skateboarding. Fuck this."
You're a pitted. You're a pitted, dude.
so many snowboarders or so many skateboarders.
I did used to make like little setups in my backyard though. I had like this old bed frame that was basically just like a tall flat bar. So
Yeah.
I'd dig that into the ground and build a kicker up to it and shit and just grind it.
It was snowboard?
Yeah.
Nice.
That was kind of fun.
Well, fucking
And Uptown Middleborough people used to make like random snowboard setups that were pretty cool.
backyard snowboarder.
Yeah, it was sick.
Backyard snowboarding. That was the best. I'm looking for those chimes because
Yeah,
they're
try to find
definitely
one of
be
them
on
chimes.
there.
I did it once. It was fun, but like nothing compared to skateboarding to me.
Yeah.
Skateboarding was like not even a question.
Oh, you got to get into it more
Yeah.
before it feels like it, but it definitely gets to a point where you're just like, this is just as fun. Like, I feel like if I had had the money and the opportunity to snowboard as a young kid, I'd probably be a snowboard kid.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so fun. Like, being out in, like, the woods and shit the whole time. Like,
yeah.
because I like nature better than I like the city. So, like, I'm just more at home out in that shit.
Yeah. That's sick though.
I don't know. It's super fun.
Redneck
like,
Ray would be sick. He's out there.
Redneck Ray.
Yeah. Drinking Jim Beam.
What kind of where were we talking? If you're gonna be out in the woods, where would you be?
Oh, man.
it'd be,
Maine,
like,
definitely.
Maine for sure.
Yeah, my grandparents have land on
That's
Mount
sick.
Agamenticus.
What? Sick.
Yeah, in Cape Natick. So
My grandparents have property in Ripley.
Ripley. Where's
Yeah, it's
that
like a
near?
small little town. They have like a
What's it
spot
near?
there. What is it? Exeter? Is that up there?
Oh yeah, I know.
No,
where that is.
Dexter.
Here's a spring rail.
Sorry.
It's a rail entirely on springs, and it moves in every fucking direction.
Whoa.
It's literally just meant to kill you.
That's gnarly.
It swings around when you hit it. Like people will like go up to it too and push it for their homies, so it'll be like wobbling when they hit it, and they'll do a board slide, and the rail will literally move under their board.
Oh my god.
It's like it's such a different level of like control. I don't understand these people.
I pulled this up because it just looks like suicide. This shit's crazy.
Off like industrialized metal into his
Oh my
fucking
god, this one too.
barbed
the
wire and
wishbone.
shit.
It's
Snowboarding
a tree
jumps.
that you're supposed to gap between, and people just get smoked on.
What's
it all
that
the
grab?
time. Oh, it's a method.
Method through the trees like that.
Yeah.
Sick. Someone actually asked who's your favorite filmer, and you gave a shout out to a filmer already, right? So
I got a lot of favorite filmers though. Like
the filmer's the homie, right? If someone's fucking hyped on filming, that's way sick.
it's like it's weird. 'Cause,
Shout
like,
some
I've
filmers
known
out.
Mikey forever, Mikey Maz.
Chill, chill, chill.
I love filming with him.
My
But
dude.
he loves VX, and I'm not
Yeah.
a big VX guy.
Oh.
Like such fun missions.
He has a feeling. He's
Luke's
like, oh,
always
I'm
down
more.
for a fun ass mission. Like,
Nice.
We can go, just kind of rip whatever, you know. And then there was the homie Malcolm from Boardwalk Days.
Nice.
His dad like shot like the Mighty Boss Tones music videos.
Nice.
Like
That's
he like
wild.
shoots the commercials for Tom Brady and Duncan's and shit.
No shit.
Yeah, it's fucked. Like, he's a really good photographer.
That's crazy.
And so his son just got to play with whatever cameras.
That's
So
it.
at one point we took like a Super 8 out and shit. Like we were taking out the craziest cameras, and like he's just like, yeah, it's my dad's. Like, yeah, he's letting me use it for the day. Like that's cool. Like
Super 8 sick, dude. That's awesome.
yeah, we got like one shot that came out. An entire day, like 3 rolls of film.
Really? Wow.
And one thing was usable. like,
Wow.
and we never used it. That's the best part about it. That day died with that film.
R.I.P.
Damn, I don't seem to be able to find that spring rail, or not the spring rail, not the
spring rails.
chimes.
Yeah.
Those
Those chimes are
chimes are
wild,
so
dude. That sounded
crazy.
crazy. Someone asked, can you frontside flip melon in transition?
You know, I've
You
been
know, here's the
close.
thing.
I've sat there with Josh Derrickson at REY, like, on a couple of late nights, just, like, really, like, oh, I want to go skate vert, and then I get there and I blow my legs out in the first hour, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll just skate clover. And we sit there and we try both frontside flip melon, or lean, and backside flip melon over the hip. And, like, both of us, we'll catch it, we'll get 1 foot on and just slip off and shit like that, but, like, it's just so hard to get your feet good on it, you know?
Hold on.
Like,
So frontside flip melon. So
yeah, it's really weird.
Ooh,
You have to
front
do
hand
like
behind
a.
front
Timmy's done those.
yeah, he has. That's true. I've seen
Yeah.
that.
From what I've figured out, where like trying it out with Josh, and like from what I've also been told from people who know how to do it, like you gotta like circle motion your foot. Like it's not a straight flick. You have to like pull it like almost behind and then like loop around or something to get it to flip up to here where you want to catch it.
Nice.
Because you want to catch it like back here so you can throw it onto your feet.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And so like I don't know. From what I've but also all the dudes I know who can do it on a vert ramp, and like I'm not even trying it on a vert ramp. I'm trying it on like a hip or something, and it's just such a different feeling. Like,
What if you Muska flipped it to melon grab? Is that the same trick? Don't shake your head,
I
Kevin.
don't
You gotta say it, bro.
I don't even know that that's possible.
Because flipping through your legs is like, well, it's the same trick.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong,
But it's also
it's
way
not gonna look anywhere near.
You go straight up
satisfying.
and you flip it.
I'm jealous because I can't do the regular frontside flip. I just muska.
You got a Muska one?
Yeah, not on quarter pipes, but on
No.
flat for sure.
That's
I have a
strange.
mock one. It's really late and funny. Like
Really?
it's like a frontside all in and then mob down it really quick.
I get like one frontside flip a month, and when I do, it's muska as shit.
Hey, it happens. It happens.
straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Do you have a current event?
Yeah.
Something. Actually, I'm gonna pee. Take this.
Okay.
I'll come back.
So Anthony's gonna take a quick pee
You can use
break.
the bathroom, you can.
Yeah.
But do a current event while I'm
All
gone.
right. So we'll fire up a current event here, Ray. All right.
Before we fire that up,
Yeah. What up?
any chance you're trying to take $10 on Venmo for a dime?
Oh, I don't have any weed. Yeah. Sorry.
No worries.
Could probably ask him.
I'll ask him when he gets back.
But anyways.
I thought it'd be awkward because you both have weed, and I'd be like, oh shit, now I have to pick between you guys.
Yeah, I don't have that
That'd
much.
be mean. No, I got you.
But yo, look at this. Whitey Bulger got killed in prison like a month ago. I just found out about it though, like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Have you heard? Did you hear about it when it happened?
It was like, wasn't it like dudes that got put in prison by him or something came and like?
I heard it was basically this dude that like he hated like dudes that hated women, and Whitey's killed women, so he killed Whitey Bulger. We're talking about Whitey Bulger's murder, and they scooped his eyes out.
Yeah, I heard about that
So
part
what's
too.
the story?
That's,
He passed it. He went to jail and they killed him in jail. Right?
Yeah, get to your microphone.
Sorry. Sorry. Oh. Sorry.
Good times.
I like. This is good times. All right, give me the story, Kevin. What's so Whitey Bulger?
Whitey Bulger, he got killed in prison
He's
like
a gangster.
October 30th.
This is an old one. This is an old current event, right?
Yeah, it's like an old current event that I just somehow found out about because I don't keep up with the news and live in
But
a
everybody
rock.
knows about Whitey Bulger on
Yeah.
here, right? It's like he's like
yeah.
what's it? Infamous? That'd be the word, right?
Oh fuck yeah!
Look
Isn't
up-
he hiding up here or something?
Look up Wikipedia Whitey Bulger real quick,
Yeah.
because I'm curious now.
He's either like involved in shit up here or he's like hiding up here the whole
Yeah,
time.
well, he was like a fucking mob boss here,
Yeah.
and then he
Let's
moved
look.
to.
Oh, there he is.
They found him in California, I'm pretty sure.
Something about Somerville. Good times.
Good times. Good. Here we go.
You ever hear about good times in Somerville?
He was an American organized crime boss, gangster, and FBI informant who led the Winter Hill Gang in Winter Hill District of Somerville, Boston.
Yep.
Federal prosecutors indicted
19
Bulger for 19
murders.
murders based on grand jury testimony from Kevin Weeks and other former associates.
You're dead. You're dead.
One of his brothers was a former president of the Massachusetts Senate.
The fuck?
Yeah.
One's a murderer, one's a senator.
According to the FBI, he served as a confidential informant for the FBI beginning in 1975.
One's a snitch.
Bulger denied that, though.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, he's like, nah, I'm not no snitch. I wouldn't rat on anyone in my city.
That was a fake accent. Insane though, right?
Bulger fled Boston on December 23rd, 1994, and went into hiding after being tipped off by his former FBI handler, John Conley, about a pending indictment on the Racketeer Influenced and Corrupt Organization Act.
So he went to jail and they killed him in jail.
For 16 years, he remained at large. For 12 of those years, Bulger was second on the FBI 10 most wanted fugitive list behind Osama bin Laden.
Damn, behind him?
Yeah, he was
There's a
number
first
2.
place
Number
for a
1 was
villain?
Osama bin Laden. Number 2 is Whitey Bulger.
Sorry, bro.
That's kind of crazy.
Loser. Not number 1 at losing.
Now, let me find an article about what happened to him in prison. Because I'm pretty sure they just stabbed him and then scooped his eyes out, which is kind of insane.
That's fucking brutal, dude. That's
But yeah, if
one way to
one
meet
article
your
I
end.
read, I'm pretty sure the deal was like the dude that killed him he hated guys that hate women, and Whitey's killed women before, I guess, or had women killed or something.
Interesting.
Something like that.
Interesting. Brutal. Either way.
Yeah. So he's
Yeah,
like, fuck this
brutal.
guy.
This is a savage, full-on savage right now.
Oh, hold up. I just typed fucking.
And it's all based in this area, though, right? Isn't that the thing? It's like from Boston. or
Yeah,
something?
fuck yeah.
I don't know. I just pay attention to skateboarding.
Jesus.
You fucking hear this?
I
shit?
thought I lived under a rock. Am I right? Just kidding.
Plymouth Rock, motherfucker.
Wait,
Where were you
what?
born, Ray?
What the hell is all
Chester
this?
Hospital.
Is it Massachusetts?
Yeah. it's
Linchester?
right next- Yeah, it's right next. I was in Woburn when, like, my whole family's from Woburn.
Really? Nice. Is there street spots out there? Shall we go? We shall.
The curbs that I learned everything on recently got torn out.
Son of a
the
bitch.
Speed bumps are still there. There's pretty gnarly speed bumps to kick her off of.
Nice.
No, Woburn not a good place to skate. It's pretty shitty. Like,
Sounds awesome.
Ground's bad.
We're
There's not
going.
really a lot of spots. You get kicked out of the few that are there. You know, same old, same old. They've never had a skate park, and they'll never put one in.
We're going.
Boardwalk was like a fluke shot in the dark because they were a private business. Like,
Yeah.
and that's why they were there, is specifically because Woburn did not have a skate park, and they figured they could hit that.
Dude, his downfall. I just saw his downfall. Oh, gnarly.
Alright,
So
what
it's
we
saying
got?
Bulger was transferred from the Federal Transfer Center in Oklahoma City to the United States Penitentiary Hazleton in West Virginia on October 29, 2018 at
Rough.
8:20 a.m. on October 30th. The
Yeah, I know.
89-year-old Bulger
89.
was
dude.
found unresponsive in the prison. Bulger was in a wheelchair and had been beaten to death by multiple inmates armed with a sock-wrapped padlock and a prison-made knife.
Oh,
His eyes had nearly been gouged out and his tongue almost cut out.
fuck me, right?
This was the third homicide at the prison in a 40-day span. Yada yada yada. But yeah,
not yada
wow.
yada yada. Third.
Yeah, I don't know. Fucking prison. A prison that Whitey Bulger's locked up in sounds like it has a lot of murder. I don't know. That's just me. 40 days seems pretty like a chill week, a chill couple weeks.
Yo, rough.
Jeez.
The fucks, dude. I still don't know what he did. What did he do? He was just like a gangster.
he's connected.
19
He's
murders.
he's connected to like over 200 murders though. I'm pretty sure because
Yeah,
of people
it's a
he's
lot.
ordered to die and shit and
For
buried in the
drugs?
Quincy
'Cause of
quarries
drugs?
and shit. Yeah, he's a fucking mob boss. He didn't give a fuck. He was like, off with your head. Go in the ditch. You going in the ditch.
Dead. Not funny.
Tony,
dude.
throw him in the ditch.
Tony. No. Dude, that's fucking insane though, right? Some crazy shit, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Well, how did we even end up there?
Oh, that was a random topic I found. You wanted random topics.
That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Getting going on that.
What else
huh?
do I got more? Oh, you know we landed a fucking object on Mars yesterday or a couple days ago.
What was the object?
NASA. It's
What
called,
was the
It's
object?
called InSight.
Insight.
And hold on, I have an.
I'm not gonna
article
hold
already
on.
saved.
You hurry up. Faster.
Let me
My
pull
senses
this
are
up.
not ready for this.
All right.
Well, it already looks cool.
Well, this is the wrong one.
Well, fuck us.
It says
Wait, so they-
Mars Insight mission. It seems like
Here's
it's
a
on there.
here's a little virtual like recording of what it would be.
What did they land though?
Any
A
flat
robot?
earther watches this video and be like, dude, it's fucking fake. Of course it is.
It's a flat screen. No shit. Yeah, it's on a computer. It's flat right at the
It says
moment.
InSight touchdown on Mars at 11:52 a.m. on November 26, 2018.
That's insane.
yeah. It plunged through the thin Martian atmosphere.
Don't say it like
Heat
that.
shield first and used a parachute to slow down.
Why do you make it sound so dirty,
It
Kevin?
fired its retro rockets to slowly descend to the surface
Retro-
of Mars
Choo,
and
choo,
land on the
choo.
smooth plains of the Elysium Planitia.
Oh shit. Pew pew pew. That's
some
fucking
fancy
insane.
talk from NASA right there.
Yo, but let's dumb it
We
down.
need some
for-
yield.
Let's dumb it down for us. They landed a fucking robot on Mars, dude. Is that what for real?
Yeah, here's what the goal
They made one there. They took an RC car, those like robot cars. They fucking got on Mars somehow.
They're taking its pulse and temperature. It's like NASA's doctor checkup for Mars. Look at
Cough, like the
It says
cough
InSight's
test.
goal is to study the interior of Mars and take the planet's vital signs, its pulse and temperature. To look deep into Mars, the lander must be at a place where it can stay. The lander must be at a place where it can stay and still. Can stay still and quiet for its entire mission. That's why scientists chose Elysium Planitia as InSight's home. I'm guessing that's like a territory of Mars that they've named.
Yeah. Well, that's the equivalent of like the doctor cupping your balls.
I'm pretty sure they had to land that in that exact spot. That's kind of crazy when you think about how they probably would have had to calculate that
Dude, they
because
shot a big
Mars
I'm
piece
too
of metal
stupid.
and
Mars
they-
like rotates at a
I'm
ridiculous
too
speed. I'm
stupid.
pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild.
That's insane that they actually got that. to
Dude, that's
happen.
like the equivalent though. Checking the temperature of the planet. It's like cupping the ball sack and making him cough and just be like, yeah, he's healthy. That's what they just did to Mars. Look at that guy. What the fuck is that?
Oh, he's so excited.
Yeah, it's like,
This is
but
59
I'm sure.
minutes long. Oh, he's feeling good. Look at his head bobble.
Crushing it.
He had some good sass. Oh, it's back.
This is a NASA show.
I know. It said there's a clip of it. Fuck this guy.
Dude's landing shit on Mars. Fuck this guy. Crazy.
I'll believe it when I see it.
It's like, do you think it's like a?
Just kidding.
They took a fly. I wonder how big it is.
That's a good question.
How big is the machine that they landed on Mars? And that's crazy to think that you could fly something from this to there. It's crazy that they could do it to the fucking moon.
When do you think they launched it?
Are you a flat earther? Do you believe that the fucking?
Probably not.
Do you think the moon's real?
We go with the Earth's probably not flat. Like I haven't
Just
been
know
out
there's
in the
more
US, so I don't
people
really know,
out there
but-
that think that the Earth is flat
Oh god.
than you think.
Are they trolling you,
Really?
or is it real? Who knows?
It's absurd.
Really?
Someone said do a kickflip. I don't know why. That was Joey.
Wait,
Joe
Joey,
Handy. Joe Handy.
Uh,
Skate Rocker 999.
not gonna do a kickflip, Joey.
Not doing it, bro.
He's not doing it. Request denied.
No, that's not because I can't do a kickflip. It's because I don't want to embarrass myself to try a kickflip and then bail it.
He just fucking bails in front of everything.
Yeah, crashing the fucking
Ray
skateboard
cam.
shelf.
Take everything down.
I'm hyped you gotta meet Elwood. Elwood's the fucking man.
Yeah.
He's a man.
He's right at the door.
Yeah, he's primed. You got any pets?
Oh yeah, dude.
Don't say it like that.
I got 2 cats that
Oh,
are
nice.
hilarious. And I have a fat ass dog who's somehow still alive.
What kind of dog?
I love him to death, but like he's 19. He's a Yorkie Shih Tzu.
Damn. A little dog.
We had his sister
19?
for her whole life,
Holy shit.
and he lived with my cousins for like the first 7 years. He did nothing. He stayed on the couch, ate junk food, fucking ate shoes and remotes and shit. Like, he fucking got fat and shit. Like, so unhealthy. That
What the
thing's
fuck is
sick.
that, Kevin?
That's what they fucking landed on Mars.
That's like a fucking. That's like 8 people right there, right? It's
That's
bigger than
insight.
8 people.
Sorry to cut off that story, but holy shit.
Sorry to cut it off for.
That's funny.
what
That
they
thing's
landed.
gnarly.
Look at that fucking thing. I thought it was going to be this tiny ass little robot. But now it kind of makes sense. How the fuck would they get that to Mars? Like a tiny little
Yeah.
RC robot.
I thought there was a toaster.
It's just a little like toy car.
That's what I thought. I was picturing like R2D2, but
Maybe that top part shot off once they get through the atmosphere or something.
Yeah,
It
maybe.
slims down a little bit.
Look at that fucking thing.
Looks like a
Look at
jellyfish.
all the people building it. They're like, yeah, that's right. We're sending the shit to Mars.
Smart,
What's up?
smart nerds. Smart nerds. Good for you.
Nerds.
Nerd. Good for you. Yeah, that thing looks fucking wild. What the hell,
Yeah,
dude?
it's called Insight.
That's space
fucked up.
jellyfish.
Yep, that's our space jellyfish. That's apparently now on Mars.
How do you feel about cats? You got 2 of them.
You like cats? What's the deal with them?
It depends on the cat. Really,
Yeah,
but,
some
like,
cats got attitudes. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, my old roommate's cat. I spent the night with him last night before I went snowboarding, and he fucking would lay down on me and want you to pet him for like a second, and then like after a second, he'd be like, "All right, get the fuck away from me," and just
Yeah.
hiss at you, but
Asshole.
still lay on you. and you're like,
yeah, you're taking advantage of me,
yeah,
bro.
You fucking dick. Like,
Like this is confusing.
but like my cats are hilariously stupid.
Nice.
Like one of them's just scared of everybody, so she just runs away all the time unless like you're the only one home. And the other one thinks he's a dog. Like
Nice.
he'll play fetch. He
Fuck
doesn't
yeah.
chase lasers. He does not chase lasers. I've
Yeah.
never seen a cat that doesn't chase a laser pointer.
Yeah, because those things are intense, dude.
But like
I
this
almost
one
want
cat
to chase
doesn't.
them. I'm like, choo, 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 choo.
But my other cat will chase it, and he'll just chase her to fuck with her. So
Oh,
like,
sick.
he
Get
still
him
does
in.
shit.
Get
yeah.
him in. You're in.
But like, I'll
Cats
kick a
can get
soccer ball
fat.
to him, and he'll like kind of pot like a little baby soccer ball, and he'll pot back at me and shit. And I'll just be like really zooted in the kitchen, like playing with the cat for like 20 minutes, like before I go anywhere. Just like this thing is such a weird fucking animal.
You have like a solid session before a session.
Yeah,
you have a session with
exactly.
your cat, little hacky sack.
trying to get down to Boston and go skate some bowls, but like I'm too busy playing with the cat. Like
Me and my cat are fucking around with a laser pointer.
it's a good time. Like
Dude, Elwood will get lost in defense because he's a little dachshund, long-haired dachshund.
yeah.
And he's like, you put a basketball down because for whatever reason, a basketball is big enough that he can like bounce off of it and fucking check it.
yeah.
You put that down in my backyard, he will not fucking stop. Like, I have to take it away from him. Or he'll put a hole in it, or he'll just keep barking at me to like play defense. And he just wants me to do like soccer moves and like try to get it past them. He fucking bounces it. Sick, you've done it, right? Kevin, you've played some
Play with
defense with
Oh
Elwood.
man, dude.
He's nice.
Elwood's a goddamn savage. He
He's
goes
the
right
great.
for that thing.
Elwood the
And
great.
Emma.
Yeah, Emma's fucking intense.
No, I mean
though.
he goes right for Emma.
Yeah. Actually, he had something today. of
Yeah,
him
I was
helping her.
I was microwaving some food and I turned around and Elwood just mounted on Emma going to town. I'm like, dude, come on.
Sometimes you gotta make moves. You know what I'm saying, Ray? Like sometimes.
This is a quick move.
It's his lady. He's in there. Yeah, you went from like your food to
Yeah,
them.
think about it. You said microwave. That's not a long time cooking. Like
No, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. You gotta watch that motherfucker.
1 minute they're walking around, next minute he's mounted.
Nah,
Gotta
'cause-
watch out.
Yeah, we gotta always yell at him. Get down, Elwood. Get down.
Well, that happened at the indoor spot BUI in Vermont the other week when we went up to skate. Fucking my homie, the filmer Luke. Yeah, I got a Snapchat from him and I didn't check it. I looked an hour later while we're sitting there like burning and fucking. It's just the 2 dogs in the back room just humping. I was like, what the fuck? Like, when did you take this? He's like, when we first got here. And I showed Rocky, the dude who like has the spot. He was dying laughing.
Shit happens, you know. Sometimes you gotta.
Yeah, it was funny. Like, and then apparently, like Rocky's girlfriend had a snap from inside the room because she was like, we couldn't see her where she was, but he saw it, and apparently, like she had the same exact, like a different angle, of the same exact.
Of the dog
moment on
humping.
hers.
It
You're
happens.
like, wow, two people both Snapchat at the exact same moment. Like,
those dogs fucking was highly coveraged, double angles and
yeah,
shit.
double angle on that.
It's like, check out my death lens angle of this. Just ball slapping dogs. Kevin didn't want to laugh. He didn't want to laugh at that.
Then there's one of a fixed dog. Just thrusting even harder because there's nothing swinging. He's like, why is there anything here anymore?
It's just a pancake. You guys are perverted.
What?
Grow up. Grow up.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, Ray,
Grow
how
that
old
on
are you?
us.
I'm 22.
What age did you start skating?
Oh.
Come on.
Calculate.
I got a board when I was 4. I learned how
4?
to ollie when I was 8. And I learned how to drop in when I was like 10 or 11.
Okay.
But I didn't really go to parks like until I was like 12.
Okay. That's good to put in perspective.
Because it's like, at what point do you really become a skater? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had a board, but it was a Kmart special, and I like used it every fucking now and again for the first 4 years.
That shit would just pancake out if you got like to ollies and 180s and shit.
Yeah,
It's gonna
exactly.
dust after a while.
I learned how to ollie on it, and I broke the fucking plastic trucks. So.
Go through that fucking shit. Yeah. That's how you know it's not gonna last. you know?
Yeah, you're just like, all right, well, how do I get a new board? And that's when I was like, all right, I'm probably going to be a skateboarder.
Yeah.
The fact that I'm instantly like, how do I get another one of these? Not like, wow, this is bullshit. It just broke. Like, nah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, for sure. I get that feeling.
it's like that first good fall.
I was gonna ask you about lessons. You're 14 though, teaching lessons.
I was young.
What were you
yeah.
doing? How are you doing that? You're just
It's
like,
part of Boardwalk. Like,
Yeah.
they were like, yo, you're here. Skate for free. Maybe we'll kick you like $20 to teach this kid a lesson or whatnot. And like,
nice.
fuck it, sure, I'll do that. So they just walk a kid in and be like, all right, have a skate lesson and walk away. And I'd be like, what do you want to learn?
We're in. Let's go.
I had no idea what to teach. So they were like, I want to learn how to ollie. All right, let's go to the corner of the park and just practice ollies the entire time and not use a single bit of the transition.
Yeah.
And other kids were like, I have trouble ollieing. I'm like, I'm going to teach you how to drop in.
Yeah. Fair enough.
First thing, I was like, if you can't ollie, drop in. The mini ramp's a safe place to do no ollies.
Yeah, for sure.
So, I don't know. That's all it really was. Like, I don't really like go out of my way to teach lessons. It's tough. I'm just like skating with homies most of the time and just like working on shit with other people anyway. So like,
Yeah. It's good to know that though.
yeah, I guess.
I still teach lessons. I just do it because it's fun for me. I'm like fucking meet someone that's like kind of into skating and like they have an interest, and then you can kind of like be like, oh, this is what you can do, and like kind of give them like how to get going, you know, like get them balancing so they're autonomous. That's like the best, is help someone figure out to be safe, you know. Go slow, take your time, learn, like, you know.
Yeah, I didn't teach that.
No.
That was probably where I went wrong.
I mean, when I was younger, I had lessons. Like, you do lessons, you try to teach someone, show them, and you're like, you just have a bad day, and you're like, doesn't work out. You're like, fuck, you know, you learn. Nowadays, I just look at them all like, this person is genuinely interested in skateboarding, so how can I show them how to do it safely so that they could have it for a long time, like throughout their life, you know? Let's go from the bottom up.
Yeah, you don't want to
start on
neck
flat
injuries
ground.
in the first year.
Yeah. To be able to do that shit, though, like 540s and stuff, that shit's gnarly to me, because, like, I've never even, I don't know, front 3 on flat's sick.
Yeah, I'll
You
trade
know?
you a 540 for a tray flip.
Really? No, you have a
Suck at
good
tray
tray flip.
flips.
Bullshit.
No, I don't.
I call BS, bro.
Nollie
There's a
and
video.
switch.
Is there a video out there?
Nollie, there's a nollie one.
Good for you. Nollie's good. Nollie
That was at the
tray flip?
Vulcan contest at Edge.
Nice.
But
Would you do that on the hip?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I swear to God, like, I cannot do regular trays for shit. Like, every now and again, I'll land one in a game of skate.
Yeah.
But, like, I catch it with the back foot. Like, it's just, like, this thing of pure slop. Like, it's funny. Like, I've just never had trays. I'll get, like, those sloppy, crappy ones for a day and lose them immediately
You gotta do them standing still. From flat, no motion.
No, I
just
used to be
burn.
able to do them like that. They never transferred to move because I have a ridiculous setup when I do them. My front foot's so far back, and I don't know. I saw Tim doing them, and he always sets his 2 feet up like within a couple inches of each other. So I thought that was a good way to try it, and it made it flip, but I could never land on it, and then like it's just devolved from there. Like. I've tried so many flip tricks, and I can tell you right now, I've never had a worse time trying to learn a single flip trick than I have trying to relearn trays every couple of months.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sorry. Sorry,
no, it's
bro.
fine. It's cool. I don't need to do trays every day.
They're so fun. They're so fun.
I just don't get them. Same with like a good kickflip.
Really?
They're all mobbed and late.
You have a good kickflip.
Oh, I don't.
He's bullshitting, folks,
No, I
because
don't.
I filmed the kickflip indie off a
That's
fucking
different. That's a
janky ass
kickflip
thing.
indie.
This fucking ramp had like a sign like taped to it, and
If
you like
look at
rode
my
through it.
My foot went down, not forward. Like
I was like, holy shit, so gnarly.
it's a Rodney Mullen late flip. Like, people legitimately ask me like, "Yo, was that a late flip?" I'm like, "No."
That was my kickflip. Yeah,
That was
what
the
did you-
closest thing I could do to a kickflip. Sorry.
So now we all have to play skate, right? For sure. I mean, have we ever played skate before?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
We play a lot of skate at Lynch. It's
Do you really?
yeah, it
Nice.
goes over the top. People start betting on people. Like
Really?
Like my homie Tyler always bet on me, and then Dizzy from one gig will
I
just
know
go and
Dizzy.
find a random dude in the park that'll like clearly fuck me up, and they'll like bet $1 on each game and shit.
You're like,
And
yeah.
it goes around. Like sometimes I get lucky, and then other times like I'll just get skunked. I'll be sitting there like, yeah, dude, like.
I
He
don't
did
know
a
what
tray
I'm
flip
getting into.
and a big flip and a fakey tray flip. How the fuck was I supposed to do any of that? I ain't got that. Like,
Yeah. That's intense. Just taking fucking shots one after another with that one.
One time Dizzy found this kid, his first trick was a ghetto bird.
Damn, you're like,
And
fuck.
I was like, nope.
I'm not even stretched out
Done.
enough.
Definitely got skunked that game.
I play gentleman game. I play like, let's start with ollies and 180s, work our way up.
Oh,
That way you can warm up while you
that's
play.
evil though, because then you get people on like a shove or something, and it's like, oh.
Sorry for you. Sorry for you, sir.
I come right out the gate. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do a back heel. I'm gonna do a fakey front side heel. I'm gonna do a varial heel. I'm gonna do all my heel flips. Like, it's the only thing that works for me. So I'm just gonna sit here and rifle off my list of heel flips.
I've seen this guy resort to like flat ground finger flips and stuff. It gets intense,
that shit
dude.
gets gnarly.
Good old flat ground finger flip.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Half cab.
Yeah.
Got the half cab.
Oh
ollie
yeah,
finger
front
flip.
side finger flips. Fakey front side finger flips.
Does that even count though?
Yeah,
It doesn't
it
count.
Yeah, it
right?
counts.
Are there rules in
Barrett's
skate?
rules
Are there
doesn't.
rules in skate?
Yeah, but
Can't
I mean,
grab
if you
back
set
heels.
rules,
I don't have rules. I have like more.
any
like-
game of skate we've played, I didn't go grab tricks.
That's true.
Lucky.
But I know you're
I'm just
capable of
kidding.
it. I wouldn't even dispute it.
Start yanking out judos and airwalks.
Flat ground Benihana.
Yeah, it's like the evil.
See, I
fucking
almost want to try that flat ground Benihana just for the sake of it.
trick.
So
Do them, like.
yeah. See, I
Yeah.
don't.
You just really risk your nuts, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
That's
are
how I feel nollie heels though. Is I feel like I'm just
Right.
gonna
popsicle
cram
stick.
Yeah, popsicle.
Oh,
Boom.
you gotta
Straight
like throw it forward before
Can't-
you heel flip it.
Can't.
Taint it. Super
I get
hard.
like a nollie flip every now and again, but nollie heels.
Nah, throw it forward in front of you. You'll get it. It's weird.
Wait, on a nollie flip?
Yeah, you like throw the board forward and then you heel flip it backward, and that's what keeps it from like going like
Up.
Yeah. It's like that movement, like back and forth.
Fuck yeah. I love a nollie heel flip. And nollie kick flip. I like a flat ground nollie. Not gonna fuck
like
around.
watching people do them because I can't. And I'm like, whoa, he did that way too good. To like, I can't wrap my head around. Whenever I see Kevin Braun do a switch flip, I'm like, oh.
Who's Kevin Braun?
He's a new pro for Santa Cruz.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's fucking rad.
The homie Andrew Cannon. Shout out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, switch flips are hard.
Yeah, Billy's got a really good switch flip too. Every time Billy does one, I'm like in awe.
Do you have like a block on stuff like that, like trying to send switch tricks off like a drop or something? Like I legitimately like I don't
sit really do switch tricks off of anything. So
you did a gnarly switch trick the other day. You did the switch wall ride up at the edge to like a
it was like switch wall ride nose pick.
Yeah, it was a nose pick,
I
right?
saw something I saw that.
Took you forever though.
Yeah,
Hurry
dude.
up,
A lot
bro.
of anger. I was like,
Have you ever tried just like a
He did.
switch
Kevin
heel
had
flip
temper.
Or like a switch flip or something off like a curb and you like can't pop it suddenly?
Yeah.
I can't
That
do it
happens
in
to me.
general
Like,
on
I
flat.
legitimately like can't even like get the pop right all of a
Depends
sudden.
on the day for
Just
me.
fucks with my head so much. Like I don't know. I can sit there and do a switch heel on flat all day, and the second you like off a curb or two set, like
oh really?
I'm out.
Yeah.
Like I can't do it suddenly. Like
depends on the day for
just
me.
gets in my head.
Yeah.
Never been a drops guy.
Switch ollied. I think a 5-stair. That was my max.
Are you guys relating about how you can't do switch gaps?
Yeah, I
is
think
that what
switch
this
is
is
tough,
right
my
now?
guy.
I think it's just kinda
I still
like,
say regular.
Comes back to that
Regular.
question. That was a heavy question for the podcast. Switch or regular? Dun, dun, dun.
It's like you learn grab tricks or you learn switch tricks.
Once you
There's
start grabbing your board,
two
that's
types
it.
of skaters in
You're
this
going
world.
that way. Every now and again you go fakey, but that's not
Yeah,
switch.
exactly.
That's fakey. Like,
Wow, that's crazy. You guys are like blowing my mind right now.
fakey's a good world. I like fakey a lot.
I'm not gonna argue with Fakey. Fakey's amazing. Fakey ollie, Fakey half cabs. If you get enough speed and you ghost it.
I like when people fakey flip down shit.
Yeah.
That always looks amazing.
I like when people like switch or fakey or whatever carve through like the deep end of a bowl.
Oh,
'cause
that shit
would
blows my
kill you.
mind.
Like-
Switch front side.
Yeah, no, I think backside's scary.
Really?
Yeah, I can't switch backside.
I just think when people are going fast as fuck, switch front side.
In
that scares the
concrete bowls up
fuck
in the
out of me.
transition, it seems
Yeah.
terrifying to me. Yeah.
It's scary.
Because there's no, it's all grip and you're just in and you're fucking
Yeah.
in or out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And you never learn how to skate like sideways switch. Like, you don't
Yeah.
learn how- like I don't know, it's just so weird. Like,
Yeah, that's a wild concept. I like learning to push switch, like up and down ramps and like
Been
try to
pushing
like
around
pop
edge
switch.
more just to practice it.
Dude, that place is perfect for it because you can go
Yeah.
around all the
All the
corners.
hallways.
Victory lap, that's what I call it. Get to the skate park and do a lap through the whole park. It's like 3 skate parks. You just do a full lap and you just go all the way and you say hi to everyone along the way. It's sick.
Jeez.
Yeah. Well, I do. Some people don't. They just fucking go by.
That's fair.
Yeah, some days it's like, fuck it. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm just going to skate in a corner, bro. Haven't done that in a while, though. I haven't had one of those days in a while. I used to have those days a lot where it's like, I'm just going to go skate in a fucking corner by myself.
I do that sometimes.
Do you?
I'll grab like one home and be like, come over to the bowl real quick. Like,
Let's fucking ride.
just in like a bad mood and all I want to skate is like the shallow end real quick. But like, I really don't like skating alone because of my shoulder and shit could pop out at any point. But
Yeah,
like,
that would be sketchy.
yeah.
Fish out of water, you put the
Yeah.
shoulder.
And sometimes I can pop it in, sometimes I can't. So
You need a masseuse, back to a physical therapist to like get in there with tennis balls and shit.
no, I need my shoulder muscles or I need my ligaments to tighten.
Yeah, true.
That's what I need. I stretch the ligament.
I did my knee like a long time ago, my ACL. I never had it fixed. I just skated through it, basically.
That's my biggest fear is ACL, MCL, or PCL tear.
Yeah.
Any one of them. Like,
Yeah, fuck that.
it's like months off.
We got a
board.
buddy going through it right now, Nick Barr.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick too, and
His
Sam.
third
Shout
one.
out to
Sammy's
Nick.
got the ankle.
Ankle's
bottom
brutal,
leg.
yeah.
He broke his fibia.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
jeez.
gnarly.
Yeah.
When do you do that?
I was at edge. I was on the clock. Yeah, it was terrifying. Best friend with his foot sideways on the ground.
He
yeah.
survived though. Sam survived.
Yeah, he did. He's good. He's
When
healing.
was that?
It was probably like a month and a half ago.
I want to have him on to
Almost 2
talk.
months
I want to
ago.
have him to come on and talk because
Yeah.
we talked about him on the
He
podcast
just
a
had
few
another
times.
doctor's appointment yesterday. He doesn't have stitches or anything in anymore, but he's
That's
definitely
right.
not walking around. He's still crutching.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, if you do anything long enough, you're gonna have injury, especially if there's risk involved. It's part of the game. Like, all you can do is try to fill up
Got to
your
pay to
found.
play.
Yeah, you got to build a good, strong foundation, and then you still have to you get to the point where you're sending it. You know, you're like,
Do some
Right.
yoga.
yeah, figure it out.
Stretch your muscles in
Take
all
some slams.
directions so it's
I did-
ready.
I chipped my tooth before, ACL, ankles a bunch,
Ankles are rough.
hit my head a few times, but I was risking it, you know, for
Mm.
sure, picking my battles, and sometimes that shit happens, you know.
Sometimes you pick the wrong battle.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't let that wrong battle go.
Sometimes the trick is
Sometimes
that
you almost
sick.
kill yourself because you're just angry that you know you can't do it, so you just keep sending it, trying it.
Yeah, been
Yeah.
there. Yeah, that happens.
There was a double set UMass that Cooper told me it was physically impossible, and I was like, "Fuck you, I'm gonna do this."
We're going for it, boys.
I tried it 12 times. One of those 12 times, the board was kind of on my feet long enough, and I cleared it.
Yeah.
And I landed, and back foot just immediately slipped off because of all the fucking pressure, and it
No
split.
good.
But all 12 times are all the roughest fucking falls over and
You're like,
over
did he
again.
dislocate his hip?
It
Did he
was-
take it to the
I was
edge?
just smacking the ground. It's like a 7-flat-7, and there's a long flat to it. It's huge, and there's a left-hand turn coming into it. So
Sketch.
it's hard to hold because you're still turning when you pop the ollie.
Yeah.
So that's why it was impossible. You can't. Your wheels are sliding as you turn, and you're trying to pop an ollie
Not
while
good.
leaned all the way.
You're like, we're
bomb
gonna
the
shifty
hill.
this ollie down into death.
It's into a very main street, so it's a tough thing to try and shit.
Yeah.
It is not fun.
Yeah,
but,
been there.
Richie tried it too, and he tried it once and got bucked and was like, "I'm done." And he was
Gnarly.
smart. He looked at it and was like, "Yeah, no."
Sometimes you get caught up in that though. You picture something you can do. You're like, it's a trick I
Yeah.
have. I know I could do this, and then you just get into the rhythm of it, and then it just turns into fucking hell because you're like, dude, I've gotten in. You're deep in there, and you're like, I know I could do it, but it's just not coming up aces. That's why you were with that nose, the switch Wally to Kevin. What was that? Switch Wally,
Switch
nose
Wally
pick?
nose pick.
Yeah, switch Wally nose pick.
Good times.
You were fucking deep in it, just trying again and again. Just every try was hit or miss, you know. Same thing.
Every try felt like I was gonna land it, and I
Yeah.
didn't.
and you're just fucking eating it every time.
I was trying so hard not to just headbutt my board in half.
Yeah. And it's just you fucking know it's in there somewhere, and you're like, what the fuck, dude? It should be landing, riding away. There was times where I bent my trucks. I'm trying tricks. You bend your truck so bad, you're like, all right, well, now shit broke. You know what I
If
mean?
you can't skate it.
Yeah, the homie gives you the board. You're like, all right, I guess I gotta. It is my size. Trucks are pretty good.
Can I loosen these a little?
Here we go. We'll continue this.
Start fighting it on your board.
Dude, one time I was angry and threw a board, and the truck snapped in half.
Yeah.
The fucking
got off
truck
easy.
just completely
You
broke
fucking
in
got
half.
off easy. Most people's trucks don't break, and you gotta go back pick it up the asshole. Here we go. Back up this fucking whatever punishment you decided to put on yourself.
Jail free card.
Yeah, you're like, I got off easy. The truck broke.
Done.
Can't blame yourself at that point.
And you got off easy because you didn't land on it when the fucking truck broke. You dodged an injury.
That
right
happens
there.
too. Yeah, that's gnarly.
That's how Farm Boy tore his AC joint.
Oh my
at
god,
Rob
Farm
Stock.
Boy, you remember that guy?
Yeah, fuck
Popping
yeah.
into our tent.
Did he pop into our
He did
tent?
pop into our tent for a little bit with you.
Yeah.
Wait, is this the same guy I'm thinking of?
Yeah, no, it was the first year.
Not the same guy then.
He tried to power ollie out of the tree before Evan got it, and he landed.
Buckled his shit.
Dude, no. He landed on it. We have the video. He lands on it and rides the first 3 feet. So
man.
clean, right?
Nice.
You know why he fell?
Why?
He was running 3 bolts in his front truck, and he broke 2 of them. And his truck, you see it on the video, his truck turns, or his back truck, whichever one it was, it just turns.
Not good.
And you just
Not
see
good.
him go, boom, backwards, and it was so rough.
It's not the same guy I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Farm Boy from Tampa. He used to skate those contests. Judd Heald. Not the same guy?
No, different.
Different guy. All right.
Farm Boy is the one who worked with Doug for a while with the long hair.
Oh, okay,
Foreign
okay.
Creep. He's from Missouri.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
no shit.
Farm Boy's is fucking shit. I miss him.
There's another farm boy out there from Tampa. He's like, I
Really?
believe he's like a religious man too. He might be. I think he's into
this
Christian.
Farm Boy is not a religious man.
The opposite.
This Farm Boy goes wild.
Nice, man.
He's a fun time.
Sick. Well, fuck Ray. Thanks, man. This
Thanks
was
for
sick.
having me, dog.
That was a
Congrats
fucking
again.
Good one, man.
Hey, congrats again, man.
Thank you.
I'm stoked, man. It's
I'm
fucking.
stoked.
We gotta do
Yeah.
this again sometime for sure.
Hell yeah.
I'm down with it.
I'm hyped to
Bring
have.
a lot more bud next time.
I'm hyped to have one for my collection. You know. Good looks.
Fuck yeah, thank you. Cook's hyped to have that Quint, I bet.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I know he was looking at him for a while. He was like, I like that board. So like when you hit him up, you probably was like perfect timing where he's just thinking about it and you're like, oh yeah,
It's
you
perfect.
wanna
Yeah.
swap real quick? Like yeah.
What are you on for social media?
Just Instagram.
Is it just Ray Tapley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have Facebook too, but like I don't really do it. I literally just like anything I post to Insta gets also posted to Facebook. It's
Nice.
whatever. Like
What about full part out there?
I have
in the
a part.
works, anything?
I have a part coming out in the Weird Woods video.
Nice.
And it's supposed to be out already. Honestly, we're taking a bit. We're waiting on Jason's clips, but
No
fucking-
pressure, bro.
Yeah, come on, Kid Rid, get it going.
Yo.
But my enders at Warside, the week it got torn.
Gnarly.
I went Monday and they got torn on Friday.
Nice.
Yeah,
Damn,
So-
sick.
I was hyped. I mean, I wasn't hyped. I was really sad Warside's
But-
gone, but
In
I was hyped to get like the last film trick.
Good
there,
for you,
know,
bro.
so-
Wait, you
Good
got the
for
last
you.
film trick there?
Like
Hold
real
on.
film, not like cell phone film. As
That's
far as
it.
I know, I haven't seen anyone else dropping any parts with any tricks from there.
What'd you say?
This is for you, my friend.
Oh, he hooked him up. Little low carb
Thank
war
you,
side.
bud. I miss this place so much. You ever? How often you go there? You've been there, right?
I've never been there. I never got
What?
to skate it. Yeah.
Dude,
People talk about
you make
it.
But
No?
yeah, Shelly gave me that hat earlier, and then the fact that that was
Fuck yeah.
destiny.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dude.
Thank you to both of you. On that.
Yeah, hell yeah. This is fun. We'll have to do it again. We'll give it a little bit of time, let life pass, and then we'll check back in.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Hell yeah, Ray. Peace.
Hopefully, I don't die snowboarding.
Oh, what happened? How you doing, bro? Be careful. Be careful, people. Please. Are you reckless?
What?
On snowboard?
Snowboarding?
Be
A
honest.
little bit, yeah.
Alright.
I go very fast in situations I shouldn't be going fast in. It's a
Like,
good ass.
Would it be
time.
like a car accident?
It would be death.
Yeah,
I
not
do
good.
a lot of glades. and-
Really?
Yeah.
What's that?
Like through the trees and shit.
Really? That
And
seems
we
fun.
Book through the glades.
Sketchy.
Yeah, like today I got lost 3 times.
Is there a lot of impact? Like you're going down drops and like dodging
yeah, 'cause
shit?
you're hitting all these riverbeds and shit that
Yeah.
are covered in snow, so it's just like steep drop and then uphill a little bit. So if you don't clear it perfect, you just take that impact and it bounces you.
Yeah, you can
And,
get
like,
pitched.
Sometimes you have to do that to get through it, but like I don't know, it you got to be ready for the impact, but you're not necessarily gonna get it.
Yeah.
You know, if they're like skied out glades, you know what you're hitting and you can see everything. But
Yeah.
like, today, where everything was fucking 2 feet deep, like you had no idea what you were
You're
walking
guessing,
into.
yeah. It's like
'cause
ro-
it's all
it's
wind
like-
blown, so it looks all flat.
Yeah.
But there's rocks and ridges and everything, so like some spots it'll just suddenly get deep and then come back.
Can
up.
you roll an ankle or is the binding so like is it
You'll-
more knees than ankles?
You would snap where your leg attaches to your ankle.
It's not what I was asking, but
You can't roll your ankle. You can't like your foot is so locked in place.
Yeah, that
when
makes
you're in a
sense to me.
binding.
Yeah.
But you gotta remember, like your upper leg and everything can move in any which way and get all twisted.
Depends
up.
on the
So,
impact,
like,
yeah.
Instead of rolling an ankle, you twist it so hard you break it.
Yeah, that
kinda
makes
shit.
sense.
So,
Yeah.
like, or you pull something. you know.
Well, be safe, be careful, have fun,
Oh, yeah.
know your limits, learn your limits. All right.
Yeah, those fuckers lie.